over to going live. And I just want to make sure that the volume balancing is good because we are doing it on YouTube, but I think according to our levels, everything should be looking good. So, and if anybody is having issues with that, please let us know in the chat if the game is overpowering our voices or vice versa. But we are going to be continuing on We Happy Few, and we're going to be continuing on Act 1 with Arthur today. So welcome to Low Art Lyceum. We are your professors. I'm Ellie, and I'm joined here by...
I'm Ray.
Ooh, I just got a promotion, apparently.
Oh yeah, we're professors.
Dr. DJ.
Dr. DJ, yeah. Let's see, where did we leave off last week? I think we just got to a new island.
We left off. We just did Rourke Bridge. We're in the hatch. We were in the hatch.
Oh yeah, we got out of the hatch. There's Ollie's
So we have the
castle.
option of doing the train station and Victory Memorial Camp stuff, or we could just mess around in Eelpie. It's up to you, Ellie.
Hello.
I try not to talk about the kids. What we did to them.
Oh, interesting. The subtitles
But
say...
sometimes I can't help it.
No, but
Yeah,
she
that
does...
happens sometimes.
Yeah, but she does say kids. So people
Out here you have a
Right.
little bit more
Sometimes
freedom.
you just have to eat rotten things. That's life, innit?
That's what all the people say.
Didn't we go to school together? Miss Bing's class.
If you find fresh food, don't try to hoard it. The blight turns things rotten sooner than you think.
See, this is one of those lines, the from Arthur, the didn't we go to school together, Miss Bing's class, that I find interesting about what it says about what Victoria's age is, because, like, was she, like, teaching tiny tots?
I believe so, because she was there on the day of the train, like, in charge of, like, keeping the kids orderly and
Oh yeah, and she was,
calm.
like, playing, like, patty cake and stuff with them.
She was singing London Bridge,
London
yes.
Bridge, that was it, yeah.
But she's also, you know, young enough to feel like writing into the newspaper editor is worth her time. Like,
Yeah. I mean, she is a chronic overachiever.
yeah, I think she may have been like 15, 16.
That makes sense.
Like-
especially for the time, like, that's old enough to be, like, teaching
Yeah,
kids.
you're responsible. Like, we talked about this last time where, like, teenager did not exist as a concept.
Yeah.
So you were expected to be like, okay, you know, set yourself up, get yourself a job, you know,
Certainly it is. Having nightmares without his happy face.
get out the house.
Why on earth should he sleep without it? When he can sleep with it and
I
not
need a
have
shovel.
nightmares.
I do need
Oh,
teacups.
come on, have a little conscious
Do I want to
consideration
steal from these
and
people?
appreciate his good qualities. His
I
human
find
years
it's
are
much
all
easier to steal from these people when they are sleeping.
Oh, yeah.
And it's the
Are they gonna
garden
get mad if
district,
I-
so-
They'll
Yes.
probably
You're gonna
say
get mad if
so.
you
Yeah,
go.
yeah. They're kind of having a cry night in here.
You'll be trespassing if you cross
Yeah.
the threshold into that house.
Every night is cry night out in the garden district.
Alright, let's, just look the other way. Look, no, just pass by. Nothing to see here. Let's see.
You have to give them kind of some space, too, because they'll hear you breaking into that thing.
Yeah. Oh, he is walking. Keep going. Royston Clare. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Alright.
Alright.
Alright, go. Come on, Arthur. Come on, Arthur. Oh, there you go. 14 sovereign.
14
nice.
bucks, yeah.
Oh, don't, nope.
And take your joy.
Don't worry, nothing to see here.
When they do that, if you just, like, don't panic, they'll usually calm down.
Keep calm and carry on.
Exactly.
Yeah, let's see. What do we have to do in Eelpie Holm? We could go straight to Ollie's place.
In Eelpie Holm, we'll probably run into Crazy Legs.
Do I?
flowers and call the police if you see anyone near them. In the meantime, I imagine that
Bees?
you could eat tulip bulbs,
Plague?
Bees.
probably the top
Oh,
two
bees.
with a bit of cooking. Well, it couldn't hurt anyway, eh?
Jeez.
Well, I think it's got the end of our time.
You are trespassing.
Not for long.
Sing on.
Who
oh,
is-
I see.
Hey, buddy.
The well.
What?
Where are the Americans? Where are the Russians?
What are we?
What are we running from exactly?
Okay.
Hmm.
Huh.
Very curious.
Huh. Yeah.
They don't seem like that pressed about it. Whatever it is.
Yeah,
like,
maybe they just felt like they needed a good scream. I get it.
At least there are flowers out
we've
here.
all been
At least you can drink from the pumps here.
more recently than
Oh,
we've
the
had
head
to
At least
boys.
you can drink from the pumps here. I'm like, well,
I can't.
not if the
Could.
head boys have anything to say about it. Why is everyone screaming?
I don't know. I think it's a glitch somewhere. Usually it's bees, but
Yeah.
there's not bees
I'm
on
not
this
finding
corner.
any bees, yeah.
Anyway, we could
as
we
we
could
were
run
saying-
into Crazy Legs out here. Arthur's mother's grave is out here.
Oh, yeah, we need the hyptoplasm mushrooms for that, which will need...
Nigel Lawson is out here as well.
Yeah, we can take a walk around town.
Peaceful over here.
I think the mysterious chest is out here too. Pretty sure.
Where the witches just kind of play a prank on you.
Yeah.
Unless
Well,
you're
sometimes
Sally, then they make you permanently stronger.
Yeah. Well, that could be psychosomatic. We don't know.
Oh, absolutely. I think with the thing with Sally, it had more to do with her hauling those rocks over there. Or
I did
bricks.
just lift a bunch of bricks.
Well, that's the whole quest is that you haul those bricks over there, you put them in the box, and did it make you stronger because you were actually carrying heavy weight, or are you stronger because of
Oh, yeah.
magic? I don't know.
Not quite as grand as it used to be.
Hey.
Of course, there hasn't been a train since the germs left.
There's the bees.
Still, the tracks go from here all the way to the bridge, and then across the river. And then all over Britain.
Let's see.
I wonder if Prue made it this far. I wonder why Mr. Kite sent her to the Garden District at all. She could have just popped over the bridge from the station at Apple Holm.
Oh, it's not that simple, Arthur.
That wouldn't be much of an adventure at all.
I feel like it really shows how much he has really internalized all of the propaganda.
He does have a lot of faith in this system for a guy that like has seen what that what that has wrought, you know?
Because
I
I feel
mean-
like the average Welly kind of understands at some level that we're kind of stuck here and making the best of it, and some have accepted like it's good that they've kind of gotten into it's good that we're stuck here because we have joy.
Am I my brother's keeper? Am I?
Oh, isn't that the question?
No, I feel like for Arthur particularly, it's because he seems to have Victoria looking out for him. Maybe in a way like that he is not fully aware of. Then yeah, it would give him a little more faith in the system because the system is specifically looking out for him.
Why does she-
Particularly.
What, is it just because he's a good employee? Like why does she do that for him?
We're not really given anything. She never mentions him in her own act, so like
No, she doesn't.
I
That's
can't
why, like,
imagine that it's like very. I don't think she has a particular interest in him. I think it just happens that way that she's like, oh, this guy. Well, he needs to be out here instead of whatever he's doing. Because like
pretty,
the
like,
Love the pox in
she's pretty
Wellington
lenient
ways.
with you as well. She's like, Arthur, you need to like take it. Like she's strict with you, but she is, she doesn't like report you or anything. She's just like, take your joy. Come on, like, and it's only after you refuse to take your joy and she
Yeah.
realizes that you're a downer that does she like raise the alarm.
yes. Well, because like the what we learn later on, and none of these things
This
are like
is not what
connected,
I
but they're
expected
kind of
the
like
future to be.
informing each other, is that he worked at the newspaper, right? That's what Danny tells us. And when we get to the newspaper, Margaret, who runs the newspaper, is like, "Whatever happened to you? You went on like a bender for 2 weeks, and then when we found you again, you were working at the Department of Archives. Like, what's up with that?" And he's like, "I don't know. I guess I just had a really good vacation."
It seems like to me that line always read as like, you know, he's avoiding talking about it. It's not that he's not telling the truth there. I don't know if he remembers what he did, but he knows that like he didn't have a really good vacation for sure.
Well, too, and this is like cut content, so it's not canon. But the quest where we visit his mother's grave, originally you were supposed to dig up a power cell, and instead of a picture of Percy, and it was supposed to be like him being like, "Have I been out here before? How did I know this is what was going to be here?" And I think the implication before they changed it was that that is what you spent your 2 weeks doing. Among other things, surely, but this.
I think that's also where some people get the theory that he had like kind of tried to get out before the last time he remembered Percy, but failed.
That makes sense to me.
I've
I
not
don't
heard
actually
that theory,
know.
but I like the idea. Not that he like tried to get out necessarily, but that he what I heard was that he had gone wakey wakey, which is the exact phrase I think he uses.
Yeah. Place your daily sacrifice here. Do not steal the sacrifices within unless you really want to piss off a witch. Circle of Hecate. Accept this, O true god of this place. We exist for you. We are the spark that makes us come alive. Take this small gift as our sacrifice to you in thanks.
Will it be a power cell? You just have to go for it with this.
Yeah, go for it and then run.
There's
hide.
no benefit to because you're gonna get attacked anyway. So
Yeah, because the chest itself is going to explode and alert everybody to your presence, so...
Steal Sally's bricks.
No, it's a vomit bomb.
Why'd you take the vanilla?
it's worthless. Thanks.
Oh, they didn't catch me. Unless they meant the vomit bomb as the vanilla. Yeah, why did you take the vanilla, Arthur? Opening the doors of perception. We are cleansed. That would be the drugs. Alright, so...
You would have to do the train station stuff to get to the Victory Memorial Camp first.
So we'll have to do that. But we do have a few things in our inventory to take a look at. And then, yes, we've already seen that. Yeah, that one's wait a day or two. So we picked out some notes from the mailboxes. We got October 4th, 1964. Executive Committee, City Hall, 5, The Parade, Wellington, Wells. Dear Sir or Madam, we understand that you have exiled us to the Garden District to protect yourselves from our dreadful memories. It seems a bit unfair to us, since none of us is willingly a downer. We don't choose not to take joy. It's not a style of life that anyone would choose. What makes us wastrels is that when we take joy, it gives us the most violent reaction. The body thrashes, the memories come back, edged in fire. But surely this is not news to you. We write for another reason. We miss Uncle Jack. Oh, yes, of course, Uncle Jack's shows are piped into the Garden District, but unlike the ones we used to get in the village, these seem to be recordings. The proof is that you keep broadcasting the same shows over and over. When I was a decent proper citizen, Jack always had something new to say. Surely that can't be joyful forgetting. Couldn't you play us whatever Jack's saying at the moment? Or if you must play us recordings, could you at least swap out the recordings from time to time? Abandon us if you must, but please don't take away our old friend Jack. Yours faithfully, Hilary Clarkham, Harrison St. Clair, Evelyn Middlewood.
Like, I like Harrison, the one boy on this list.
Hillary is probably also a guy.
Yeah, you're probably right, actually.
Anyway, I like this letter because it's your first kind of hint that there's only so many recordings of Uncle Jack, and like in any other game that would just be taken as like part of the one of those things you're supposed to ignore, but it's actually a deliberate choice in this game.
Mm-hmm. And this is the first indication that something might be a little off about the Uncle Jack recordings.
Well, and I like too that it hints at the fact that like, well, when we were in the village, they were all new. So, you know, what's up? Like,
really, that can't just be joyful forgetting, except it was.
Yeah, and also there's a degree of like early on they were all new, but then
I think it's a combination of both. Like,
well,
at a certain point,
early on
it switched over
when people weren't quite as drugged out of their minds on joy. They were getting new stuff, and by the time that Uncle Jack had his huge meltdown,
went on holiday,
when Uncle Jack went on holiday, by then, kind of the joy usage was so far, like, it was so
and
excessive.
it also hints at it hints too at the fact that like these people really have no idea what effect the joy is actually having on them. They have no objectivity at all. Mm-hmm. They're like, well, surely we can't have forgotten. Like, I think you did.
Yeah, it's kind of the entire point of joy, is to forget.
They're like, but I'd remember
kind of
the
funny.
important things. I'd notice the important things.
And Uncle Jack is very important.
Yes.
You know what also is funny is that there are actually a very limited number of Uncle Jacks, and he's presumably been doing this show for several years. But like British shows just don't have that many episodes usually.
Yeah.
So he's been doing this show for however many years. They only have so many recordings. They probably tape over them in a Doctor Who sort of way. So they only have like how many of them are actually in the game?
Oh, and
like
they
30-ish?
absolutely were taping over them because that would be a limited resource after they lose contact with the mainland.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, those tapes are. Oof.
Yeah. We've got Liebchen. Liebe?
Liebe, yeah, you have
Liebe?
it.
Okay. Yeah. Liebe Marta, I must write you, even if I no longer know if you are alive, or even if I am. We live in a world of absurdity, and the most absurd is that we are apart. I wish I had not been a coward and I had joined you on the last train. It seems I am one coward after another. I don't even know what you loved in me. I wish to God we will meet in the afterlife. Until then, my sweet dove, I am ever your love, Reg. P.S.
Reg.
Oh, Reg. It is Reg. P.S. Do you ever see my son? Is he well? Why am I asking? No one can send this letter to Germany.
We know that it's Reg because it's the Reg. It's our boy.
Yeah, this is when this really shouldn't be in a post box because it's duplicated erroneously.
Oh, yeah.
Because you get the same letter again during the quest that involves this guy.
Yeah. Most aptly named. Cuddy.
I don't know why I called Reg Cuddy our boy. He's not.
He's
no
really
boy of
he's
mine.
he's a boy. Do I just go for it and run?
I mean, like, how desperate are you for money? Because like,
Not very.
You
yeah.
say okay. You say that, but I know that you like if you were behind the wheel right now, you would take that risk.
All
No
right, hold
shot.
on. I do that when I'm playing, but if I was playing for like a stream, I wouldn't be quite so hoardy.
So cavalier
Yeah.
with your life.
Well, yeah, because you know.
Oh, we've got another.
Ooh, I like this one.
Yeah. We have church services. Ooh. To whomever opens this missive, dear fellow Wellingtonian, for are we not all still fellow citizens of Wellington Wells? Good news, God has not forsaken us. He is still with us, even amidst the rubble of these wastelands. Do not take our present suffering as a sign of his abandonment, for he tested his only son, even to his mortal limit. Like Job, let us never lose faith. For there are those who turn aside from his love, who have given their faith to witchcraft, or the most outlandish of vegetable idols, or even demons of unspeakable shape. Do not succumb to these delusions. Where there is faith, there is redemption. And if you have lost hope in this life, then all the more should you prepare yourself for the next. Let us gather, Sunday at noon, on the bridge to Holm, and make of ourselves a congregation. Yours in Christ, Reverend Charles Peter, formerly of St. George's Church.
I think this one should be limited to being picked up in Holm, but because of the way I think the letter pickups work, they aren't. Because you meet that guy in Holm, and he's very fire and brimstone now.
Yes, he's the
throwing
guy
rocks
up
and shit at
on the scaffolding, just
Yeah.
absolutely going at it, right? Like,
I like that though, because it implies that like he came out here for whatever reason. Maybe he came out here intentionally, which is it is a thing that I do think.
He was a
people do.
missionary.
I think it's possible he came out here on purpose. But the point is, he got out here, he saw the cults and shit, and he's like, oh, I am here to bring the Lord to these people. But clearly it didn't take, so now he's here to bring the wrath and the punishment.
it's also possible he got run out of town, you know, like,
Yes.
he got to be a little bit too much, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, because there's also like 2 or 3 different churches in the village too.
Yes.
Yeah, and then you also have, you know, you have people who are coming over from town. And coming over into, coming over from the village, coming into the Garden District, and we know, like, that Arthur was a part of, like, a Quaker community. Part of the Assembly of Friends in Wellington Wells, and
Yes.
you have...
See, I
can't
didn't even
remember-
know that. Where do we get that info?
One of
It's in his obituary.
Yeah.
It's in his obituary. That's why I don't know it.
Wait,
I
I
never
could
died.
I could kill him real quick and we could see.
I could kill him. That's okay. You don't have to. I'll take your word for it.
generally when you die in this game, it kind of fucks other things up, so it's a better idea not to.
Yeah.
See, I only died the once, and I still got had a situation where both times I have played this game, I was not able to complete the meat quest for Reg Cuddy. It never triggered for me.
I think that one is very finicky, and you have to
can't wait for
like
it not to
dedicate
trigger.
your time to doing it, because you gotta do like 2 or 3 different things like in succession and not fuck it up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, let's look at this view.
We used to get food from across the bridge. There must be people out there.
Let us not play Dick with the edge of the world.
Look at that.
Nice.
Lovely.
DJ is so scared right now.
Look, there's plenty of space between me and the edge.
You say that, but your foot's gonna slip, and then you're gonna fall into the gross, disgusting water. That it's green and blighted.
Okay, at what point are we going to talk about Hazel versus Arthur in a sprinting contest?
Oh,
Oh my god, that post was amazing.
I do think Hazel would win.
Whoever made, yeah. We discussed this on the train back from the museum today.
I think, okay,
we were
here's one
checking
thing I will
around it.
say, is that I think that Arthur in high school may be comparable with Hazel in high school. Whereas I really think that Hazel at Arthur's age would be able to beat him in a sprinting contest. It wouldn't even be neck and neck.
My argument was that Hazel was 17 and Arthur is 35.
Whoa!
Woohoo!
Mm-hmm.
I love this game.
Yeah.
Wait. Nope. Okay.
Well, yeah. Don't get too cute.
No, but I think in that thread, a lot of people had forgotten that Arthur was like a track star in, maybe not.
Oh,
track star.
I think
like
it's
Crazy
I
Legs
think
was
it would
still
be-
better than
yeah.
him, but
Yeah,
like,
he was in track.
He did track.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
it's,
I
it's
think-
not a complete blowout.
How the fuck
Yeah,
are we
like I
coming
think
from
she
night?
would win, but I think that he would. Oh my goodness.
This is why
are
we
we
can't
here?
have hills. This is why we do not have hilly countryside out here.
But yeah, I think. Oh, look, way off in the distance,
Oh, my boy's house.
Hayworth Labs.
dedicating an entire stream to Harry Hayworth.
I mean,
Oh,
with
when we
old
get
man.
there. When we get there.
It's gonna like, you know how we like took our time going through the, it's gonna be like that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I've gotten full into like collecting mode. Mostly also trying to explore the map and figure out how things
Hey,
generated.
clear the fog of war, you know.
Yeah. Well, one of the things, this game with the procedural generation, I think we might have talked about this last stream, or it might have been off stream, where if it would have been really nice to have the procedural generation still, but just have the parameters on it be a little bit smaller, so the islands weren't
I would
quite
love
as
if
large.
Blood's Holm was just smaller. It doesn't need to be that big. The ratio of nothing to things in Lud's Holm is entirely skewed wrong.
Exactly.
I wish this game just had like I like maybe parts of the world could be procedurally
That smells
generated, but
great.
some should be
I
concrete.
forgot we buried her.
Some
earlier.
are concrete.
More of it should be
Parade and the
concrete.
Victory Memorial Camp, Rat Holm,
Here we go.
Borrow Holm, those are all the same no
Okay,
matter what.
Rat
run.
Holm and the Victory Memorial Camp you only visit once, and the
Yeah,
parade
let's-
you only visit at the end.
You visit Victory Memorial Camp twice.
Twice.
Maven
Victory
Young
Memorial
Beast.
Camp 2!
Our beloved
And you were
wife-
supposed to visit it as Sally, but you didn't.
1912 to 1948. Wait, so I'm trying to remember here. What year did the kids disappear?
47.
47. So she died. Gosh, yeah.
The next year.
Yeah. Which really
Is that right? I feel like that's wrong. I feel like she's gone by the time the kids are on the train.
It's not
Is
that
she
she's
not?
gone, it's
She's
that
just really
none
sick.
of Arthur's memories feature her as
Oh,
a
I
speaking
see.
character.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
to me, I don't know. Maybe I just misinterpreted it. But
See, I had
it seemed to me as though she had died right before they went on the train, but I could be
yeah, I remember
misremembering.
thinking that she had died shortly after, and I feel like this confirms it.
Okay.
Which really, if she's she's already sick,
She's got the consumption.
yeah,
She's
kind
got
of-
the anime mom disease.
Yeah, she's already on her way out, and one of her sons gets taken off to Germany, and the entire world
She
is going
died
to
of
shit. Like,
disappointment.
just let go and go home,
It's whack that Arthur came home, and like
Yeah.
we don't get any kind of reaction about that from her.
No,
like,
we don't get anything from her at all. Like, she has
Yeah.
no speaking roles at
I
all.
know.
She
do
does not
wonder-
feature in any of his memories.
I do wonder how much of that, with not having a distinct memory of him telling her, was because of just how badly him telling his dad went.
that didn't go badly at all. But
Oh, it went
his dad
No,
was,
that
terribly.
went
great.
fantastically. I think what it is like the
I guess it
shame
depends
of
on
like,
your-
because his mother would have responded very differently because she loved Percy.
Yes.
Yes.
But as
And
in
so
the...
whatever it is, he's probably even like so in denial about that he's like blocked it out of his memory completely,
Yeah.
Or
irrespective of joy.
alternatively, she was just so sick that it didn't matter.
See, that's what I had imagined, was that if he tried to tell her she was really sick and out of it, or
Right.
that because of how his dad reacted, of just being like, oh well, good riddance, whatever, if that kind of like reinforced in a kind of weird way, might have reinforced his feelings of shame around it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which may have-
I think yeah. Because to me, like the lack of a reaction from mom indicates like if it were a core part of Arthur's story, we would have seen it obviously. So it must have been nothing. Like it must have just been like
Waypoint
whatever.
here, so we can remember to come back later with drugs.
You don't come back here, you go to a park, and then she leads you here.
Oh, yeah. That's probably why I was
we-
thinking that I would see her in a town square. Oh, right, you see her in the place where we see Sally's toy.
Her toy car. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I should come back here.
Yeah, the head boys are out, so you gotta be careful.
What if
I stole this coin box?
Yeah. Pew. What if I got some money? it's interesting because we get so little about his mom, but he does say that like his mom is the one he misses. I think it might be one of those passing remarks that, you know, characters say. Start. Oh, here it is.
Well, crazy legs, but he's sleeping.
Yeah, I'll just come back during the day. All right. Let's get those
Didn't used to go
caltrops.
wrong this fast, did it?
Fantastic. That one of his passing remarks he says at some point is that he misses his mom, but not dad so much.
Yes.
And it.
I feel like that's a very I think that's a common sentiment of the time as
Yeah.
well. Like
Look at this art.
Sally says that too. Like, she doesn't really ever speak about her father very much.
He,
well,
he
In
just
the same sort of way.
was, you know, he didn't
Yeah.
leave out impression positive or negative.
my interpretation of it was that like a lot of these dads probably they were away from home fighting for at least a part of these kids' lives. You know, that would have reflected like the real life situation in Britain at the time. And
Yeah.
like kids of that era did not have like strong connections with their fathers because their dads were like, you know, out driving ambulance during the Blitz or whatever.
She does have one line about it's like I think it's a pensive line, which is one of these lines she just says when you're walking around outside, but it's something about like her mother wasn't packing and everybody else was packing, and she should have said something. Why didn't she tell her dad? And she's like, maybe we weren't speaking that week. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, I don't have the padded suit. I shouldn't do it.
No, you shouldn't.
I'm not gonna.
Don't be a hero.
Do not be foolish.
Yeah, I think we may need to find somewhere to sit down.
I think
and
the honey
wait.
tree is out here also. And Shibboleth is out here, and
Let's
else is
take
out
a
here?
let's
Just,
pass some
watching
time
the
toward
day
day
go
so we can
by.
actually do stuff because see, were I playing this on my own, I'd probably just wandering around and dick around and collect stuff, but oh, oop,
No,
no.
we should, you know, we should be goal oriented about this.
Yes, let's
you should use your time
No, I was
while
gonna-
we're talking about stuff to be doing that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Fill the screen with. Don't just like stare at a wall. Like
I was gonna mention, like when we're super deep in discussion, definitely keep the stream
yeah.
like moving forward.
we're in this kind of period where it is a lot of wandering around versus the if I move we're
We'll
hitting
have
another
plenty
story
of
beat.
time
Yeah.
to collect non-seshes.
All right, mister, let's get you some food.
Do you
you
think
have
if they
berries in your
published
pocket?
I do.
Do you think if they published like a lorem ipsum dolor situation in the Ocarant, like anybody would notice?
I'm pretty sure I've seen that in the Ocarant.
You're like, oh, is this Latin?
Roger's the only one who understands it.
Before we begin,
Oh, Roger.
please listen to a personal message for our prudent friend. The fox is in the henhouse. The fox is in the henhouse.
Who's our prudent friend?
Oh,
Come
Arthur.
on, man.
You people are so stupid.
Arthur, you dumb fuck.
See, okay, I like this though, because the thing is, like, I think lore-wise it is supposed to be, like, Mr. Kite and Prudence on the phone. I do not write it that way because I feel like the logistics don't support it, but
Oh.
it is, I do think that is what it is.
there she
But
goes.
Arthur does not recognize Prudence's voice, so, like, we get all this stuff about how he's so enamored with her,
Uh-huh.
but he's forgotten her.
Little.
Hey, Eric
Tim.
Little!
But he never ran this fast.
What's his secret? Let's see. Do I have caltrops?
You should.
I also have flash.
You can utilize both of those
What's his
things.
secret?
You really don't need Flash to beat him, you need to stop him, is the thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, Prudence is like, they make a big
yeah.
deal of his little crush on Prudence, but he seems to forget her, like, the second he's out of her offices.
Gotta wait for him to come back.
I mean,
around.
if you've ever had a work crush, that's like absolutely how it is.
Yeah.
Because you're stuck at work, you gotta distract yourself somehow.
Well, I have a further
Let's
theory
see.
about
He's gonna
this.
come back around to here, yeah?
Yeah.
No, you have to chase
No?
him a little, but you kind of like you can get ahead of him.
Wonder where he
Like you
went.
can look on your map and see where he is. See that little like dot? Not that. It's a small. Yes, there you go. There he is. That's where he
Alright.
is.
So I need to
But he
fix-
stops periodically. You have to kind of like go get him.
Yeah. Where? Oh wait,
Yeah.
this
you
ain't
can do it
Crazy
again.
Legs, but let's see what's going on. Oh, I had a couple other. Did we read these yet? No, we didn't. A couple of the others that I picked up. October 8th, Executive Committee, City Hall, 5 The Parade, Wellington Wells. Dear committee members, it's a lovely day for it. We are ransacking the last of the old Victory Gardens. There might be enough potatoes in the entire garden district to last 2 weeks. Do you plan to starve us all to death? If you have no food to spare, could you at least open the bridge so that we can try our luck in the wilderness? I'd rather die by a bandit's hand than starve. It's so much more glamorous. Your former neighbors, Colin Drysdale, Elliot Fitzloyd, Chris Fox. And Tub.
The boys are upset.
Mm-hmm. Boys are honky. September 29th, 1964. Dearest Kate, I think I found a boat. Not a real boat, of course. Barely more than a wash tub with a washcloth for a sail. But the smaller the vessel, the more likely we are to sneak past the patrol boats, don't you think? I know nothing about the currents, but it must be pretty hard to sail west and not land on Ireland. I haven't seen you in 7 days. I hope you're all right. I'll look for you in the shadow of the crashed V1 at noon on Saturday. I hope to God you get this. If not, I'll try to come back for you, if I make it. I love you. I hate these times. Love, Tony.
Tony.
What's up with the idea of the guard boats? Like, are there actually guard boats?
I think there were at a time, and they. Just
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that
I
they
was
are
gonna say
still out
because they aren't. They shouldn't presently be out there. Sally doesn't have a care about
he's
them,
back
you
that
know.
way. Yeah, there we go.
Like,
No, I think there were guard boats during the war, and they just think they
Yeah.
continue to be guard boats. Because, like, why else
Oh,
would
oops, I
they?
forgot to throw him. Alright.
Crazy Legs versus Hazel. Who wins?
Oh, Crazy Legs.
crazy legs, 100%. No shot.
She's not doing performance-enhancing drugs, you know? Oh, oops. Oh my gosh, let me get the caltrops out. Oh! There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
There they are. Get them.
Does that count as a weapon? to them?
Apparently!
Oh, you know what? If you throw the caltrops, they won't be able to chase you. You got 9 of them.
Let's just...
Oh, it's like in Bully when we used to throw marbles to make everybody trip in the hall.
yeah.
Oh, that would be a fun game to play for the stream.
Ooh, and that doesn't have copyrighted music.
Yeah, I realized
no,
that if
but, like-
yeah.
Not in the sense that the other games that we were thinking of playing would.
Yeah, Bully it's easier to avoid.
Alright, Crazy Legs, Crazy Legs, Crazy Legs. I need to
Eric Liddell.
set a little trap for you. Oh, Crazy Legs. Mr. Liddell. Do you mind if I just put some nails in your feet?
It is pretty mean when you stop to think about it.
Arthur commits more atrocities than any other character in this game.
I don't know. I think Sally's up there. Get him!
Oh!
Oh,
Dude. Man. Did not give a fuck about any of that.
just try again. I think you have to like a lot of timers on this game have like a second after whatever looks to be done should be done and before it actually is.
Pull a weapon
Like the
on
most
me
ex-
and you'll get
the
one
most-
with no
Don't hurt me.
Ugh.
Jesus,
There you go.
don't hurt me. Christ. Huh? Is that you? You've changed, haven't you? You want my recipe, don't you? Here, take it. Good Lord, Arthur. I never thought you'd turn into one of those.
He's right.
You turned into
What have
Danny
I become?
Defoe.
Yeah, what have you become, Arthur?
Anyway, a thing I wanted to talk about with regard to Eric there is I do
Yeah.
think there are a few people who came out to the Garden District on purpose, and I think Eric is one of them because you are not allowed to run in the village.
Oh, that actually would make a lot of sense.
And like in the How to Be Happy book, they say he's out here doing like guided tours, but you have to keep up with him because he's very fast.
Yeah.
And I think he stays out here because he's allowed to run out here, and he wouldn't be in the village.
It's very clever. He just needs to level up. He just needs to gain some skill points.
If he ran really fast, it wouldn't matter whether
I
it
do
was
feel
allowed or
maybe
not.
a little bad for throwing caltrops at him. He is right. What has Arthur become? I do think that is a canon Arthur reaction to losing, but
Yes.
like
You don't have to have your mask on during the day.
seeing if there's anything. Nope.
There's nothing hazardous right now. It fogs up at night.
Yeah. All right, we have Liddell, which that thing of Arthur. Arthur was a track star. Well, not star. I wouldn't. I wouldn't say
No, this
star.
guy with the track star, he's
It's like the
actually named
first
after an Olympian. Like, most characters in this game are named after somebody, so it kind of gives you, like, a hint as to what they are if you can't glean that from the text alone. Which happens quite often. They're kind of subtle about that sort of thing.
Which is also one of those little things that makes the game very rewarding.
Yes.
Ooh, we got a letter. Point of departure. That's Arthur.
That is a, yeah.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
that's not a-
Vector. October
Ooh.
5th. Dr. Robin Byron, St. Michael's Hospital, 102 The Parade, Wellington Wells. My dear Dr. Byron. Ooh, a Keats. My dear... Oh! Byron Keats. All right. My dear Dr. Byron, I spotted what seems to be a case of full-blown plague in the Garden District. Of course, my colleagues and I immediately resolved the matter. I don't suppose anyone could have got across Ludd's Holm Bridge. It would be well to check. Assuming that Vector is still shut off, then we must consider the plague to be possibly waterborne. In that case, dumping the bodies of victims in the river needs to cease forthwith, don't you think? It's bad enough what already gets through the filters at the water plant. Hopefully we've nipped this outbreak in the bud. If not, we'll need to equip the constables with gas masks on eel pie as well. Yours very truly, St. John Keats, MD.
They're very affectionate.
Robin Byron. Instead of Robert.
Robert.
Historians would say
Ooh,
they were very
a
good
hatch.
friends. Ooh, hatch.
Oh, not to the front. Go to the
Yeah,
back.
no, I saw them. I'm going around. My house now.
You know what I found out last playthrough that I did not know because I learned something new every time? Is that those guys can climb through the window!
Oh.
They won't here, but like, in the train station when you get to like that little office with a window in it, I thought,
yeah.
I'll just climb in the window, they won't be able to chase me. The guy climbed through the window!
Hatch.
Good. Now I won't need to cross bridges to get here.
Ooh, alright, we've got the dart blueprints, the head knocker, and what do we have here? Pointy stick.
Oh, did you see the post about the cut quest that I dug up about using darts?
Ooh, what was it?
It was a very short one because it was just like a tutorial thing, but basically you would run across these there was like 5 names. They were all like darts champions. And they were all named after like real darts champions, and they're trying to play darts, but they're all, you know, they haven't eaten. They've all got they don't have the precision anymore. But they teach you how to use darts, and I think he can figure out how to craft them from looking at them because he's clever like that. But it's a thing of like, I think they cut it just because they're like, well, people know how darts work. We don't need to teach you how.
Yeah. Oh, I don't have a branch.
But I did like it because they're all just like trying to play darts, and they're like, oh, someone new. Would you like to play with us? Which is such a nice thing in the Garden District. They're just like inviting you to enjoy their one joy in life.
Let's do a little bit of inventory management here. Hello?
Yes?
There it goes. It was not responding.
Yeah, that happens sometimes because this game is it's MacGyvered together.
This really is one of those, it would... I shouldn't say it would be so good if it was good. This game is good, but it would be so much better if the actual, like, game mechanics were better.
It's a story. It's a very good story.
Yes.
With, it's built on a rather shoddy foundation.
Oh, we have points.
Oh, you want to go down that center stealth thing first.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, let's be a smooth talker.
Because you want to be able to like run around at night and not have people looking at you askance for running.
Nah, I'm gonna.
Sometimes you get excited.
You know, I never get that perk because I feel like it kind of breaks some of like the game immersion for me.
I do too, but like it's there, and I feel like yes, it breaks the game immersion, but I also feel like the gameplay loop surrounding that is also broken and should have been corrected in certain ways. So it's like, well, I can't fix it. I don't know how to get into the code. They've locked everything away from me. They've encrypted.
Ooh, bring out your dead.
It's so aggravating because they've encrypted everything on this game and I cannot get into it.
Oh yeah.
And if it was a game that more people had cared about, somebody would have already broken it for me by now, but nobody does. So I cannot get into it.
Toys and tiny beds.
Yeah, we're going to bring out your dead.
Tiny beds.
Go, Arthur.
No, because I know how to like use Unreal. I wish I could just like look at what's going on in here, maybe make some adjustments. I don't think I could fix it. I can't fix her, but I can like...
I can't fix her.
I can't fix her, but I can give her like, you know, a little bit of advice that maybe makes her stop doing one annoying thing.
Yeah.
I wish I kept in shape.
Can't fix her, but I can give her like the self-awareness about one aspect of her character.
Arthur, go.
Oh, there she is.
That's Mrs. Marley. She used to live down the road. I wonder if she's got anything useful.
I think you can pick all that stuff up, but you can't loot her body with that guy just staring.
Yeah.
I mean, you can. He'll get mad, but you'll have to run.
Oh. Dearest Archie, I doubt you'll ever read this, darling, but if you do, please forgive me. I know you wanted me to wait for the fourth flavor, but I couldn't. The vomiting was bad enough, but the memories came back. They began screaming every day, all day. And the steam whistle, and those horrible huge steel wheels, every day. I still hear them out here, but it's quiet. If you talk to them a bit, they quiet down. Even though you know you're lying to them, they know it. It's a ghost town here. The streets are crowded with ghosts. Most of them are friends. But there is very little to eat. I hope to make my money last a bit longer, but I put it in a safe for keeping and I've lost my key. You'd mock me for a silly woman, but I haven't eaten in days. I think if I can get the safe up to the roof, I can drop it on the pavement, and if all goes well, it will break open. I wish you were here to help. You're so good mechanically.
She must have felt so stupid.
Personally, I like a steam engine.
She did get
or
the
a
safe
steam
open.
whistle and giant wheel squeaking.
I'm just... looking at that dead body.
Yeah, you can take all the stuff, but the quest wants you to loot that body, and you have to either just do it in front of him or.
Just let's see. Yeah, is that what I want?
You could throw a
been sleeping
bottle
all
and
night?
make
Getting
him
enough
turn
sleep.
the other way, maybe.
It's important to sleep.
Yeah, let's try that.
Or you could throw caltrops at him and.
Oh,
Oh, wait, he's going away!
I just had to talk to him.
Ah.
This is not who I really am. Oh,
Keep telling
great.
yourself that,
Now I've
Arthur.
got a rock.
Great.
He's like, this isn't who I really am. It's like, Arthur, it is. Arthur has, I think every character...
Is the virtuous Arthur in the room with us now?
Yeah.
Right.
The thing is, I think that every character in this game has such strong cognitive dissonance between, like, who they think they are and who they actually are. And that's such a theme
Yes.
throughout it.
I will be done.
Which, you know, we've all agreed to not go too deep into Sally until we're at Sally's... Oh! Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna want those.
Yeah. That was a
Need
mistake,
them for Mr.
but I'll
Sackville.
take it.
I
was going to
couldn't
look...
have- You could have played it off, and I'd have been like, yeah, okay, we're getting the lily bulbs. Like,
Yeah, I thought that was like, because I do that every time over here.
Yeah. But,
How many holes would
Because I know I'm gonna need them for Mrs. Sackville.
just
yeah.
want them to
This
stop
is...
screaming?
Yep. So Robert Bing announces the joy formula. There he is.
Taking credit. Riding the coattails.
he's announcing the formula.
Yes.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Were you instrumental in its rise, or were you just there when it happened? You know,
Right?
His daughter was involved in its rise.
Yes.
Notice who isn't on this statue.
I think it also
yeah.
is significant that this huge statue and the rise of joy, the introduction of joy, was commemorated here, which is now in the Garden District, where they send everyone who can't take joy. Goodness, what a mockery
Pie,
it must feel
though-
like to look at them.
I mean, we talked about this last time, is that Eel Pie probably was not relinquished to the wastrels at the point that they were celebrating all this.
Exactly, yeah. Well, yeah, we were talking about that with the security between the different islands.
Yes. Because, like, they all have gates, but, like, they all have gates for different reasons.
Yeah. And also the first one is very much like early Wellsian tech
Yes.
versus the...
They get more elaborate.
Yes, as
Salamanca Bridge
Faraday,
is, like,
as
very
Faraday just
elaborate.
like popped off with her inventions. Okay, so we've done that quest. We've done. Oh, hello everybody.
Where's Haute Cuisine? We need to do that.
Don't know if we found that one yet. Let's see. We've got mysterious chest is here. Everyone is right in
Gotta
this
see my
spot.
boy Nigel.
Yeah, where do
How
we
many
find
boys
Nigel?
do you have exactly?
What?
How many boys do you have exactly?
Well, I think there's 200-ish characters in this game, and all of them are my boy.
Okay. Understood.
Including the women.
Yeah. That
Let's
answers my
see.
question.
We haven't gone. There's a few places we haven't gone on this island yet. But we have. There's Sir Robert Bing Park, the Honeybee Nest, the Garden of Earthly Delights.
It looks like if you
Kensington.
turn 180 degrees and start walking, we might
Yeah.
find some new stuff.
Let's go, Arthur. We haven't found the Sally's toy car yet. Oh, Arthur.
Wish I hadn't stolen so many German cigarettes in high school.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
I can't keep doing this.
Oh, but you must.
Dig we must. Is this a fucking game?
Pace yourself, Arthur.
No, I
Supreme
shan't.
executive power.
The war's over.
Reach that loading screen.
They have gossamer wings,
Okay.
just like in books. But
Let's
the
see.
books don't tell you about their teeth.
That's, whoop. That's not a pass through.
Stare at you, never blinking.
Let's see. This one's just a 9. You know, the question of who would win, Arthur or Hazel, just run just a little jaunt like this with Arthur.
Oh,
There, he's winded.
I would say that it depended on how long the race was as well.
Yeah.
But
Was one
this
of my
is like
qualifiers.
Arthur right from the beginning. Are we talking about Arthur like right now, or are we talking about Arthur by the time he's at the parade? He's at the new Dexapam. He's got like 2 or 3
yeah.
fair miles.
I also think whether or not he has flash matters.
Yes, because Hazel would not take performance-enhancing drugs.
Also, Ray pointed this out to me on the train, is that Hazel is also a relay runner. She's not just like running forever.
Yes, she runs a short part of a longer race, so... I also mentioned that, like, I thought that she would be better if it were an if it involved, like, a hurdle dash. Like, I think she would absolutely smoke him in a hurdle dash. 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
the second Arthur tries to launch over a hurdle, it's over. He's broken his nose.
He's tripping over his own
this-
legs.
Arthur is sticky, but he's only sticky, like, he's only good at climbing. He's not good at jumping.
Yeah. My dearest Jimmy, I naturally so love your person and adore all your other parts, which are more than ever one man had. You are the king of my heart. I will live and die a lover of you. P.S. to the constables. Try not to be too hard on the missus. It was a bit of a shock to her.
Oh, Jimmy.
Oh, Jimmy.
Yeah, I made it this guy. I made it about Jimmy Watt, because, like, you meet Jimmy Watt, you're like, damn, this guy's kind of nice. I enjoy his voice acting. I think
Yeah.
he's doing the best. But, like, this quest, originally when you got here, this guy would be alive, but he had been stabbed and you had to, like, get him a bandage.
Oh.
And then there were, like, a bunch of chests, and all of them were booby-trapped except one, and if you got him his bandage, he would give you the code to the one that wasn't.
That's like 2 different quests in this game, isn't it? Like, now? Because there's the guy who's stuck in the toxic puddle, and you get him, like, a bandage.
Yeah, but that's, like, a different guy, and,
Yeah.
I think that quest existed simultaneously to this one, and it's also very similar to, like, when Johnny Bolton asks you to make a first aid kit.
Yeah.
You really don't need that many versions of that quest.
But yeah, the fact that, like, there's so much that people are just like live and let live about, but heaven forbid you're gay.
Not this time.
It's not that he's gay, it's that he was married and his wife was upset about it.
Yeah. Well, but even
Like,
like
you can
Roger,
be gay, just don't be
gay, it's-
married.
but even like
it's
Roger
gay
and
to- it's-
James, they're still like, oh, they're confirmed bachelors. They're
Yes.
They're Irish.
they're Irish.
See, I don't know, like, how permissive they really feel about that, though, because, like,
Jesus.
Roger and James aren't out.
Exactly. Ooh,
You need
How
your bee
s-
suit before you do this.
I need what?
You need your
a
bee
suit.
suit, your padded suit before you go in there.
yeah. I do love
Also,
this
there's
house.
explosives, so be careful. Yeah, I like the little strawberry candies because I enjoy those in
Yeah.
real life.
DJ was born at 30 years old.
Oh, what if I was?
What type of candies do you think various characters in We Happy
I used to
Few
love
would
chocolate.
enjoy? Oh,
Percy hated it.
Oh, how pertinent.
Wow.
What did it taste like?
oh, I can't remember.
I mean,
You silly
he
Gretel.
answered the question.
If someone
like-
put a gingerbread house in the middle of the forest, surely they're meant for us to eat it.
Let's just do a little wee bit of theft.
Yeah, you can get through here without any oh, the till. There's money in the till, probably.
Till.
Right
No.
there.
Oh, yeah. 14
It's
sovereign.
fake till.
And look, I'm DJ. I'm checking in the sink.
I see you doing
There's
that.
nothing in the sink.
Very, very good.
What if I just ran in and grabbed it and ran out?
No, do not do that.
Do not. Don't.
Do not. Don't. Yes. Because see, you almost tripped that wire for the explosives. There's bees and explosives. Yes, that one. And you don't have the tool yet because you have to do Lionel's stuff before he gives you the thing that fixes those.
Oh,
throw
and
a bottle
there's,
into the
and there's multiple
explosive.
levels. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
there's
come
like
back
3
here.
levels of bees in there. That's why you need the suit.
Okay. I think this is the other reason also that a lot of people, because the space, this goes back to the procedural generation is fine, but things should be a little closer together.
Yes.
Because there's
Well,
so much that people
This is going
don't.
to be a bit tricky.
There's also bombs on that, so...
Oh, I know about mine, mine, mine.
Okay, good.
And it's gonna be mine, mine, mine. Except for when
Later.
it's Sally, in which case it'll be hers, hers, hers. As
Aw.
Sally would say, mine, mine, mine. All downers must vacate premises immediately.
I wonder...
Oh! No? I didn't step inside.
Don't worry about it.
You're trespassing right now.
Girl,
now
why
these
are
guys
you,
are mad 'cause
girl,
we got
why
to
are
do
you
stuff.
mad about it?
You need to hide in some flowers.
It's fine.
You are not concealed. Oh no, you are
Yeah,
concealed.
you are. You are.
Yeah.
Just as long as she doesn't run into you, which she might.
This game is incredible.
I've thought about like rebuilding it so many times, just into it entirely.
Girl.
I know.
Oh!
Ah!
All
Run
right.
away! Oh my god!
Violence it is.
But you're gonna lose your pacifist whatever.
Yeah.
Are you being pacifist? You picked the padded bat.
You know, I generally play this game pacifist. But I just play like every game
You should
pacifist.
just throw a rock or a bottle at it
Yeah,
and blow it
me
up
too.
safely.
There we go. That's where I was trying to go. Let's get our...
Let's get our bottle and stand further away from that. Maybe a little further. You're also about
Your
to die.
health.
Don't worry about it.
When I play a game, y'all are all up my ass about my health, but when I want to warn you that you're about to die.
Okay,
Alright,
but you
I
just
know
you just
this.
walk around like 90% of the game like a sneeze away from death.
Oh!
What was that?
See, here's another one of those things where I think the timing is like a little longer than it should be. It takes this guy like a second to longer to react to this than it should.
Yeah, because I really judge, like, how many people does a character canonically kill? I think I kind of base that off of how many people does the character have to kill? How many characters, I keep saying characters and people, like, how many people are optional kills, that you, depending on play style, versus... Stop and...
Look, It's not you.
versus cannon
it's
deaths,
me.
and that's why I say that Arthur has the biggest kill count, because you can play the game as pacifistically as you want, but he just like shoots to the top of kill counts entirely based on the mines at the end.
Okay, but
And letting the plague in.
However, how many people does Sally kill by vacating the town without even just like throwing that blackberry recipe in the blower? How many people end up dying as a result of that?
I would say, though, that is a result of everyone kind of collectively. Like,
I mean,
that's kind of a result.
there's nothing saying that she didn't leave it in her lab.
Because Victoria...
There is, though. Like, she specifically says, like, she actually has a line about, like, throwing something in the blower to tell Victoria that she locked General Bing in his own safe house. But, like, if you're already on your way out, why don't you just throw that thing in there, send it to Hayward Labs, let Verloc fix it?
One last
It's not,
fuck you.
well, it doesn't matter anyway, so...
Oh my gosh.
Well, that's just what I'm saying.
I'm
is
not
that Sally
concealed.
never considers her place in society.
No, she
she's
doesn't.
of herself. She's self-centered that
extremely
way.
irresponsible. We'll get there. We'll get
And
there.
don't come
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
Oh my god.
But it's the same sort of logic to me. Is that like if, like, would we judge Victoria for how many people died as a result of what she did? Because
I mean,
that is
they
very
do.
similar, I think, to
Yeah,
Sally.
Yeah.
The citizens of Wellington Wells certainly do.
I think that...
Yes.
Yeah, that's a certain degree of, like... No, it's kind of like a choosing... With Sally, she's choosing to no longer do the thing that she's been doing that has been helping maintain the system. Arthur actively was just like, yeah, fuck those people. I just personally want to get out. I'm going to actively cause harm without regard for who it affects.
He doesn't make that choice deliberately to cause harm. He does it just because he must do it in order to achieve whatever goal he is after. Like what the results of that are immaterial, but I mean that's the same thing as Sally. Like
Yeah.
I'm leaving. I don't really care what happens beyond that. It doesn't concern me. It's all Arthur's the same way.
Yeah, actually, yeah, no, I think you got a point there. Oh.
Meanwhile, Ollie, angel that he is, harms nobody with his escape, and has never hurt a fly.
No,
Never-
Ollie, in terms of like kill count over his life, Ollie has absolutely killed the most people. In terms of who has killed the most people during the game.
Ollie, me walking out with my shirt that says Ollie did nothing wrong.
Oh my gosh, these guys are like... They've got this.
He got all of his wrongdoing out during the war. Like
He's also a bit older, so he had more time to commit all those wrongs.
he had more time to commit all those war crimes and atrocities.
Okay, I gotta bottle this. Just step away from
I straight up thought that bottle was going into the post in front of you.
You hear that?
You hear that?
Oh my gosh, just okay, here's what we're gonna do.
Guy is always the biggest fuck to try and get at, because he doesn't want to move.
Oh, don't worry, I'm not... Nope, okay.
Don't worry, he can climb through a window, but he cannot crouch and get under there. I'm pretty sure we might find out I'm wrong, but...
DJ, have you been wrong?
Oh?
Yeah, it's happened once or twice.
Here, just walk over here.
What was that?
Just go over this
Okay,
way.
every time you throw that, you're not actually hitting your mark, though. You're like... Because the arc of it is,
You're hitting,
hitting-
the yeah. You're hitting the thing in front of you. They're attracted to you.
Man, that's rough.
He got anything good in his pockets?
I'm gonna first put him down. Arthur. Nothing. Oh. Alright.
Makes sense. The head voice probably got to him first.
Man.
I love this song.
Yeah. Imagine how it would sound if we were on Joy.
Walk, walk, with roar.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go.
Turn that shit up.
Oh!
And it's not your bleeding castle.
Don't worry
You're
about
not my neighbour. You're here. I know you're here.
it. You got over that fast. Mine, all mine. Yeah, I don't know, thinking about Ollie versus Arthur and kill counts and stuff. That'd be an interesting thing to just kind of keep track of.
Who did that? You've got a bloody nerve coming in here.
Oh, don't worry, I'm not here. Yes, yes, yes.
Just relax. Don't question it.
Sorry, he can go in here.
He can go in the corpse closet.
Wait, where did the... Oh, there's the corpses, yeah. Arthur, you menace. Okay. Let's see if we can get him to go a little further this time. Okay. Concealed.
What the hell?
Yeah, get in there.
What?
He can also go in the corpse closet, actually.
Ah, fuck it, just leave him there. There's nobody gonna walk around over here.
Oh, yeah. He's got nothing on him. There
But
we
he's
go.
guarding this wonderful room. Yeah.
How long do we think the head boys have been around?
I believe that the head boys are actually former plowboys.
Ooh, like there was a schism?
Sort of. More like... Okay, so you know how, like, in We All Fall Down, there's that one letter from, presumably, it's either a head boy or a plowboy to the head of the other faction, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I think is, when plowboys end up out in the Garden District, they end up becoming head boys because they're already, like, deviants, or not deviants, they're already, delinquents. But I also believe that the head boys are organized in a way that the plowboys are not. Because the plowboys kind of need, like, Bobby Catesby to give them order and direction in life.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're just, like, standing around being nuisances. The head boys are kind of organized. Like, they've got this little stronghold going. They've got a monopoly on all of the water supply. They've got that head boy arena. Although I think the Holm head boys are detached from the rest of the head boy contingent.
Don't worry about it.
And the head boys also patrol around at night in the way that, like, bobbies do in the village. Like, that's an organized... They have to be assigned that role, I think. I don't think they just do that for shits and gigs, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But
they
we
serve a
also know-
function. They serve a function where plowboys kind of don't. They're...
Yes. Head boys are like the only kind of, dare I say, law and order out in the Garden District. But I mean, that's kind of, it's sort of interesting that they do fill a sort of social role, and that they are walking around at night and they are like a public menace, but they are also sort of a security feature
Please don't make
for
a
the
fuss.
people who are out in the Garden District. Like, if the head boys are patrolling around at night, it's much less likely somebody's going to get into your house and rob you of the few meager possessions you have, because there's guys walking around outside.
Yeah. Probably a bit of... Oh, I have a branch. Nice. You know, it does a bit more of... Oh. There's two of you.
I also think it's a thing of, like, when you are a plowboy, you know, you're on Joy too, so you don't really
Oh
have
my
like an
god,
awareness.
wait, buddy!
Ugh.
That was...
You don't really have like an awareness because you're on Joy,
This
you
won't
know,
take
you're
a
just
minute.
kind of living your life. And that letter, I like to think, is from the head boy leadership to the plowboy leadership, because he seems to think that the plowboys have equivalent leadership in the same way, and I think that's actually not true. I think the other guy, I think Pinky is the head of the head boys in this scenario. I think the plowboy guy is reading this letter and not comprehending what he's seeing.
What the hell?
What the heck?
I think the head boy guy is giving them too much credit.
Just...
Huh?
I hate doing this quest, incidentally. It always takes so long.
Yeah.
Like,
That's why we're chatting. We're
Yeah.
chatting about the boys. Ooh,
Look at
okay,
this, they've
okay.
got all our
Alright,
boys.
alright, alright. Let's inspect.
It's a dick spot.
that's hilarious. You picked out the singular dig spot from that map of the entirety of.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Alright, wait, let's see. So I have a theory that, alright, so this is, wait. Yeah. Though actually, hang on, what are we looking at? Because we've got Northern Ireland. And see, based on the kind of geography of what we see around, Wellington Wells is either about here or about here.
I think the second one is the correct one.
That's what I see, and that's kind of what my assumption is based on a lot of stuff. I think that it's kind of an archipelago off of the.
I think the other one is
Wales.
where Sodor is.
Yeah, like I know, like in my fic I write and everything, and generally I've kind of gone off of a lot of the assumption that it's an archipelago off the coast of Wales. So around here would make the most sense based on the surrounding geography.
I think there's a map that says where it is actually. Somewhere, one of these maps. I think the one in the Victory Memorial Camp tells us. But it is that same sort of thing as Sodor, where it's like a fake island
Yeah.
with a bridge to the mainland.
Well, it's there's so many little shitty islands, like
Right.
Yes.
Well, and it's the fact that it's like a whole archipelago of little islands, and that there is a bridge kind of like to the mainland. I feel like it being off of Wales makes the most sense.
That tracks with what we know about Verloc.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
It's
yeah,
not far for him to go.
Mhm. Yeah, and because you have somebody like Verloc who moved over here to stay with his uncle.
When I was like, what accent is he supposed to have? And DJ was like, he's Welsh sometimes.
I think we've gotten
His
it all.
accent
I don't
is
need
Welsh,
to knock
but he's
those
supposed
guys
to be
out.
from London.
I think
I
that
know, I
place
don't know.
across the way. Oops.
Sorry to bother.
Sorry, Derek.
No, I didn't murder him. He's just sleeping. He's just taking a nap.
You lock the door, he won't be able
Oh,
to get back in.
fuck!
You for more.
Wait. I got this.
Easiest game of my life.
Oh, wait. I've been in here, haven't I?
Yeah, but you know. If
All
you're
right.
not interacting with every single interactable, are you really getting your money's worth?
Exactly.
What's this game cost again?
It costs $0 when your best friend is DJ.
That's very true.
Stay mad, buddy. Oh!
Not a bloody...
You are doing interesting things.
I thought he'd
I'd
left.
like to study you.
Why would he leave?
Well, I'm leaving.
I can't speak
Well,
for
I
him.
am. Why wouldn't he?
Put your bottle away.
Oh, no.
And you gotta sleep and eat. You got a hungry boy
Oh,
right here.
Arthur spent all day raiding camp for absolutely no goddamn reason.
For no material gain whatsoever.
No, Charles Peters is out here.
Oh,
That
okay.
makes
So we've
sense.
got a lot going on over here.
Light's coming
The
on.
hatch is, unfortunately, way back here.
Chuck Peter? Used to be you couldn't pry him out of the pub with a crowbar.
I shall execute
he
the
is.
judgment of the Lord.
I think I've already been judged.
Oh, we didn't get to hear his entire little spiel.
I wonder
No,
if he'll
he
go on
got
it
he got
again.
too mad.
He's got like 4 paragraphs of crap he says.
Oh. Is he gonna
Maybe
go
if we
off
go away
again?
and come back.
Yeah.
Here, I'll
Yeah, do you want to pull it up and read for us?
Yeah, do your
Yeah, I'll
best
read it
fire
to
and
you.
brimstone.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know whether to think about him in the present tense or the past tense.
Percy, I assume you mean Arthur.
Alright, here we go. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe he has... No. Alright. Come here, you sinner. Come here, blasphemer. I shall execute the judgment of the Lord upon you. I shall stone you with the stone. Come here and accept the judgment of the Lord upon you. And he that blasphemeth the name of the Lord, he shall surely be put to death, and all the congregation shall certainly stone him. And if there be among you man or woman that hath wrought wickedness in the sight of thy Lord, the Lord thy God, and hath gone and served other gods and worshipped them, then shalt thou bring forth that man or that woman unto thy gates, and shalt stone them with stone till they die.
Cool.
A man also, or a woman that hath a familiar spirit, or that is a wizard, shall surely be put to death. They shall stone them with stones. Yeah, that's usually how you do it. Their blood shall be upon them. If a man have a stubborn or rebellious son, which will not obey the voice of his father, then shall his father and his mother lay
that doesn't
hold
look
on
a bit
him,
like a
and
trap.
bring him out unto the elders of his city, and they shall say unto the elders of this city, This is our son, is stubborn and rebellious, he will not obey our voice, and all the men of his city shall stone him with stones that he die. And should a man gather sticks upon the Sabbath day, this man surely be put to death. All the congregation shall stone him with stones, as the Lord commanded Moses. Did he tell Moses to do that? I don't remember that.
That was the whole thing with the the calf, right? The golden calf. Like,
Was that Moses too?
God had to get real serious with the people that Moses led out of Egypt.
What am I? Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, what did I hop
Okay.
on, Arthur?
You are a tall boy.
Ooh. Oh. Arthur.
Yeah, the golden calf was Moses. Like at the
Yeah.
end of Prince of Egypt, what they don't show you is that all of those people that he just saved, they went on to they
No,
found the
I
golden
knew
idol.
that.
and
I
they-
just
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
know all the. I knew.
No,
about
that's
the
why they
40
had to go
years of
wander around in
suffering.
the desert. Yeah.
I just didn't. I didn't think the suffering was specific.
Bible studies with Low Art Lyceum.
Yeah.
That sounds like direct quotes from the King James. So
Yeah. Also, the King
Probably.
James is especially fire and brimstone-y. Is there anything good in here that's worth?
which is funny because King James was gay, but you know.
You have to open that in order to finish the quest.
Yeah. What if I just run away from these people? Oh, what if I go into my
Well, you'd have to-
inventory?
Ghost to do that because you'd have to uncrank that door open.
I should not have done this.
Unwise.
What was that? There's no room for you here.
I'm a fool. I think I might have to kill these guys.
Sniff you out.
You might have to.
All
Yeah.
right.
You know, bring unto them stones and
And
stone them until they are dead. It's so funny because this never works for me. Like they never.
Yeah, these people always get stuck on the ramp.
This is the one time it has ever actually happened the way that it's supposed
To the
to.
end of our life.
Because Ellie was playing Big Dick with the environment beforehand.
It's in the water. It's in the
Play stupid games, as they say.
just
robber.
Yeah.
she just... Yeah,
That's
they're
for
dead.
knocking down my blocks in
Oh, yeah.
kindergarten.
Oh my gosh, Arthur! That's a grudge. Wait. This whole time, could I have just done this?
Yeah, but they would have been beating your ass the whole time. Also, you have to loot that chest to complete this quest.
Oh.
Oh, and there's some guy out there who you might could be killing. Ah, there's some guy in here you might could be killing. Get him!
Could have gone a lot worse, actually. Look, I don't even want to be here.
Well, there goes the pacifist.
It's fine.
Hey.
It's alright, I already have that achievement. Dig spot. Oh, Arthur, you fool. I'm gonna sleep soon, so I can probably leave that. Oh, let's put that away. Thank you, Arthur. Let's see. Well.
Yeah, why don't you go to your hatch, take a nap. You'll feel refreshed.
Oh,
Then we'll go talk to Mr. Fire and Brimstone and see if he can be a little bit less brimstone-y.
I'm sure he'll listen to reason.
We'll be there during the day.
Those types are, like, famous for...
Oh, also, because
being able
this
to hear other
hatch is
people
over
out.
here, that'll save you time.
Mm-hmm.
I've never met a fire and brimstone preacher that couldn't be reasoned with.
Yeah. All they care about is truth and intellectual honesty.
Good. All ready for my next visit back here.
No, no little recipes for me?
Did you loot the crates in the other
Oh,
hatch?
the help!
Are there crates in the other hatch?
I can do non-lethal damage.
Locking the barn door after the horses got out already.
Let's get some healing bombs. And let's get some lockpicks. And let's make the help. Goodness.
Let's loot those crates.
There we go. Ooh, the guide to fitting in.
Finally.
Took me a second. Let's take a nap.
Okay, there's one more.
No,
Oh,
that one's
nope.
not lootable.
It's just aesthetic. Let's get him some good sleep.
Oh, I
I
could
think
do with
he needs a 24-hour nap. Oh, no.
I could do it.
I think he needs a
23.
23-hour nap. Wait. Oh, if we sleep too much. Okay.
Yeah, because then you're starving.
Alright.
Sweet dreams, Arthur.
Let's take a 22-hour nap, Arthur. You're going to feel fresh as a daisy.
I'm hungry.
Not hungry enough to be worried about it yet, but let's eat some blue currants. Delish. Move all craftable items. Plus rotten apple.
Yeah, you might need that. What about rotten carrot? Throw that in the box.
Yeah.
You don't need those dirty bandages.
What if I need a bandage?
Gross.
They can cause infection.
Sounds like a skill issue, honestly.
I don't need this branch. I also don't need this branch. Okay. Back to the surface we go. I do feel like we're kind of vibing more this week than last week.
Yeah.
I'm so tired.
Same. It's kind of nice. Oh, it's still nighttime.
Yeah, because
I
you slept for 24 hours.
22 hours. That's all right, Mr. Fire and
But this has to be done tonight, so
Oh,
you might as well
hey.
go talk to these people.
Hey guys. Oh.
Are you guys new around here?
We came over yesterday.
Must have got a bad batch of joy. Everything went all wonky.
I had no idea how bad it is here. These people, they came to rob us. You should see their eyes. They've gone feral. I don't think we'll last the night. Will you help us?
Don't hurt them. Just scare them away. They looked so
Use the help.
terribly hungry.
Yeah.
And I think I recognise some of them from home.
This is home now, Daphne.
What? Oh.
Well,
Yeah, there's head boys. But you just have to wail on them a little and scare them off. Don't let them kill those guys.
No, please! No, please!
There
I
you
give
go.
up!
Yeah.
We'd be dead now without you. I guess it's not true what they say about wastrels.
We hid a suitcase. Our Sunday best. It's
didn't hide it
all
very
we
well.
have. The combination is 1066. I hope it helps you in some way. God be with you.
And also
So
with
this
you.
quest you used to have to do in order to get the bridge open, because they wouldn't let you in unless you knew who one Simon Says. And they had like different they do this in a couple places where they have like if you go to talk to somebody before you have the thing that you need to talk to them, they'll have like different dialogue. But like what it was is if you went to this bridge and you hadn't met these people yet, you would think to yourself that you need to meet somebody like them, you know, wellies who had very recently come out here, in order to get this information that who won the Simon Says to get through the bridge.
Oh yeah.
Or if you'd already met them, you'd have the newspaper and you'd be able to show it to
I try
them.
not to talk about the kids. What we did to them. But sometimes I can't.
I like that kind of thing when they did. They used to have a lot more stuff like that in there. But you know, it's also branching stuff like that's kind of complicated. So I think a lot of it had to be cut just for time.
Yeah, well, I think also, just realistically... Oh, buddy's here. Is his face kind of glitch? Oh, no, okay. His hat was kind of glitching into his hands and face. With things like that, I feel like you could get away with that, again, if the world was smaller. But it's like this little spot in the middle of this huge procedurally generated area that I've had games where I, like, had to actively go looking for them to find them and still had trouble finding them.
I mean, the triggers for most of these quests are quite broad. Like, you'll be like miles off and it'll be like, hey, quest found. Some of them I actually don't like because they'll have like preamble dialogue that if you're not paying attention, you'll miss. Like Haute Cuisine, for instance.
Or sometimes the dialogue just won't play at all.
Nothing like duck soup.
Been a while, hasn't it?
Oh, that. It's a very clever decoy. You see, if a duck sees another duck resting on a pond, it assumes that pond is safe. The stew is our pond. The moment a duck lands in our stew, we can skin it and cook it.
A decoy for a duck? Are you joking? Ducks aren't going to land in a stew, no matter how long you stand around quacking. Ducks are smarter than you think. They know things.
What do they know, Camilla?
Yeah.
The ducky? It's our lost childhood. Once upon a time we had duckies, but we haven't had duckies for a long time. Now, at least, we can finally have our ducky again.
Lost childhood? Are you still living in the past? Don't you think it's time to grow up?
Hey, why are you yelling at me? She's the one who said it.
Why don't you tell us, Clarissa?
It's a thermometer.
Would
When
you
the
explain
stew
it
gets
all?
hot enough, the ducky spreads its wings. Amazing, really.
No, it's not. It's a decoy. It's a decoy, for heaven's sake.
Duck soup. They seem like nice people. Why are they cooking a rubber duck, though? Yeah.
You'd have to ask her about it.
I see the ducky as a sign that we haven't given up hope. Hope is the thing with feathers, you know.
Ridiculous. Hope's got nothing to do with it. It's a thermometer is all. We don't want the stew to boil. That'll ruin it.
All right. You know what? We're never going to agree.
You know what?
Oh, the little squeak.
That is a terribly charismatic duck. That gives me an idea.
I think we have to prepare for the worst. We've been fooling ourselves making duck stew with a rubber duck. We all know there's less and less food in the garden district every day. We need to escape. Or we need to figure out how to survive the apocalypse. I still can't believe we thought that duck was our saviour. Have we lost our minds? I suppose we must have done. 17 years of joy do that to you.
She's right. That duck wasn't our saviour. It was a hell duck. It was leading us to madness and death.
I love that nobody also can confirm how long Joy has been around. It's been 9 years.
Thinking it loved me.
Thinking it loved me.
See, 9 years, like, when you say it like that, it's like a long time. But it's not that long.
It's not 17, that's for damn sure.
No. How could we have
It's like, it's been
that duck haunts
17 years since the kids went away, but Joy was made a bit after that.
Yes, quite a bit after.
And then it was mandated quite a bit after that,
Why
too.
did it hate us so? Thank you for making Richard throw away the ducky. You took the veil from our eyes.
You made Dick throw his duck.
Now we see clearly. Here, we want you to have this. It's everything we know about this place. I hope it helps you.
What the chef hat prop? Like, they didn't have to go there. They didn't have to do that, but they did.
Yeah. What happens if I... Hey guys, I know you just said that.
Ooh, shredded raincoat.
That's good.
Yeah, they're fully they're no longer duck-billed. Wait, where did the duck
very
go?
funny. Yes, it's very good. Very droll, sir. Very droll.
You know the
oh gosh, that quack sound.
The bee thing is probably on here somewhere. The padded suit mountain with the bees.
Yeah.
And you don't have to be daytime for that.
Let's see. What else have we got around here? We were just in there. I'm going the opposite way. Okay.
What if we looked at the map? Yeah.
Ooh, hive mind.
Hive mind. That's what you need.
Go, Arthur, go.
Run, white boy.
We don't have to leave my parents in the woods after all. Oh, you fool. Do we have more bread for your arm?
Still point.
Yes.
Not quite enough, but that one's nice. Body. Oh, I want body snatcher because I want that quiet.
That would be a good thing to have right now.
Yeah.
And the woodcutter had already agreed.
Well, the only reason I know for being a bee is making honey. And the only reason to make honey is so I can eat it. And so the bear set out to climb the tree.
I think you have to read the sign to get the recipe for the suit.
Bees hurt.
I could make a sort of padded suit. It wouldn't pass among decent folk, but it would protect me from all sorts of things and people trying to hurt me. Probably even bees.
Let's see if we can do that from here. Might need to go
I
back
think you
to
have
the
to do it from a bench.
Yeah.
It's under crafting. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. All right.
You have the materials, though?
I
is
do.
The question.
I cannot fast travel from this location.
Yeah, you can't ever fast travel from within a set piece.
All right, Arthur. Let's make you a
cow down there.
Use the workbench. Padded suit.
Oh my god, Arthur's voice actor was in Yellow Jackets.
What?
Oh my god, tell Tess.
I will.
Who did he play? Was it like Alex Wyndham?
Kevin Tan. Yeah. He played a character named Kevin Tan. Kevin with a Y.
Of course he did.
Oh. Garden with a Y.
Well, it's not exactly.
I was like, he's really good. I wonder if he's done anything else. He's been in the TV show that all my lesbian friends are watching. Which, you know, makes sense, understandably why I don't know that he's in it, because, like, why would my lesbian friends care about, like, some British guy? Like,
yeah.
Hey, wait, before you do that...
Padded suit. Those bees are gonna kill me.
Okay.
Are you even wearing the bee suit?
I am.
Okay. It just hoits.
Yeah, but it doesn't hurt as much. I would be dead right
Anyway, I was gonna say, before you take the honey, there's a chest in there that you can loot quietly from, like, climbing over the edge of the mountain. And the bees won't, you know, attack.
I can do that now. There we go.
What kind of fairy tale do you think this is?
When bees attack.
Like, if you climb up the front of the mountain, you know how, like, the path curves around and goes around the back to the... You climb up that way, yes. There's, like, a chest on the other side of that wall. Hooray! Alright.
Wait, did I get it?
Yes.
Okay. Hooray!
Keep running.
There go. Well, I suppose we could go to the bee house now.
Yes.
As we could.
Ooh, and everybody must get stoned.
Oh, that'll help you with the... having things thrown at you.
Yay! Okay, yay. But look at those glowing, glowing flowers.
See, I think they should let you pick foxgloves even though you can't do anything with them as Arthur.
Come and be judged. What if Arthur just remembers Percy saying that they're poisonous, but he, like, thinks that means he shouldn't touch them?
I would like that line if it was present.
Yeah.
Ow.
Hey, buddy.
Find him! He's killing us!
Whip his ass!
I wanted to just talk to you! I want to talk to you! I want to talk to you!
Hey man, you heard the good news.
This won't hurt a bit.
You have to loot his chest.
Let's see if I can manage this.
Wasting people's
Yeah!
time. Disposable safe cracker, that's good.
Alright, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd I drop that body?
What do you need it for?
I'm gonna loot it.
Oh, bloody hell.
Does the pastor have anything on him?
Maybe, but like he's a wastrel, so
Yeah, oh
probably
yeah, so nothing specific to him.
nothing pertinent.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go into our little hatch.
Excellent
And all those people will calm down after we've left.
And then we can light them on fire. So much of this game is inventory management. All right.
Don't you love it?
Now we're gonna sleep to a reasonable time of day.
Sleep. The poor man's dinner.
Are we thirsty? Oh, that was a war ration. That's water. Okay. Alright, Arthur. Time to go face some more bees. Everyone slept off the anger that they felt at you for knocking out their preacher.
Look, he started it.
A teaspoon of sugar. He did start it. He was throwing rocks at me and saying that I should be judged. And Arthur should be judged, but I don't think Arthur thinks that Arthur should be judged in quite that manner.
He thinks he's already been judged.
Yeah.
I did think I used to run 100 meters.
He used to run the 100 meters.
Shit.
So there's the explosive at the top of the stairs that you were about to run into. Yeah, throw a bottle into it.
Yeah.
Maybe back up a little more. And then there's another one if you turn around and look up. Turn around and look. Yeah, there you go. Right there.
I don't know if I can get the angle quite from here.
Just like try to overshoot.
There we go. If I just went up there, I can. There we go.
Yeah. And then, I think if you turn around, there's also, you get up on that. Just get like on the edge, on the precipice of that, because the bees will attack you otherwise. No, that's fine. You got that one.
Friday the 2nd, a pound of sugar. Please bring your tradables to this auction. We will not exchange goods for promises. Look at this gingerbread man. I love the little candy house.
Yeah, climb up there, but don't run forward. And then you can... There's like a little list of like offers. Which is difficult to read from here.
Wait, we know how we can fix this. Oh wait, ghosting will still make an attack, won't it?
Yeah. No, you can go. I think
5
they will.
pills. Letter of transit is huge. We actually have it. 10 roads of ammo, still good? You know what, I'm gonna grab these things, run out, and then ghost into that.
They got a bag of sugar.
Oh, Arthur! Get up, you fool!
Also, there's a ledge the other direction with more stuff.
I think I should heal first.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not playing this quite at the same edge as... Where is it?
Like, when you get up here and you turn around, there's another ledge. With a crate. Oh, requires Newbie Bar. Can't craft when there's these. You can't craft when you're in combat against bees.
Oh, yeah. I'll have to come back. Oh my gosh, everyone's attacking because... Alright.
Yeah.
Oh. Obituary time!
Hooray!
Alright, here we go. Gone on holiday. Arthur Hastings of Somerset Street, Appleholm, has gone on holiday to recuperate from an unfortunate blow to the head. Born on August 12, 1934, Arthur Ernest Hastings was a star pupil at Wellington School, winning the Radstock Prize for his essay Into the Bright Future. Most recently, he has served as a redactor at the Department of Archives, Printing and Recycling under Miss Victoria Byng. He was a member of the Religious Society of Friends and loved to play lawn tennis. He leaves behind an uncle, Norton Keyes, 55, of St. George's Home. We all wish him well on his holiday and look forward to his return.
Everybody wish him well
Yeah.
on his journey.
But yeah, this is where it's like, yeah, he went to a Quaker meeting.
He went to a Quaker meeting, yeah.
Yeah, he was a member.
He was a member of
the Religious Society of Friends. Yes.
But okay, but there's like it's one of the only dialogues that we actually still get in the game where they basically talk about this church and how they go there because they have free cookies or something, and like,
which
it's not
I
even
mean,
like.
I do think like out of all the different like variants of Christian and Christian adjacent things, I feel like the Society of Friends with like Quakers does seem the most likely to still be kicking strong, because like depending what type of Quaker it is, I kind of imagine it's the kind of Quakers where you all just kind of get together and chat and then like sit in silence and think a little bit and then talk and leave. But you add joy into the mix, and they're probably just coming and vibing for a bit and then talking about how great joy is and then leaving.
I think they might. Here, let me see if they have that Welly discussion. Because, like, what it is they were supposed to have a lot of more, of those little, those little conversations that they have in the street, separate of you, that you're not involved in. I think there's, like, two that actually make it into the town.
Something Lee deliciously beautifully with my sawdust curry, side of delicious piped water. Up here. But, yeah, also with, his uncle, Norton, Keynes, because he has a different last name, I just kind of assumed that it was his, and it's not an O'Neill, like his mom. I kind of just assumed it was one of his parents, like, sibling, like a parent's sister's husband was kind of how I had assumed it to be. Not like a biological uncle, but like his aunt's husband type of uncle.
I mean, maybe, but it could just be his mother's brother.
But his mother was an O'Neill.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. So
he could also just be like a friend of the family, like it's not
yeah, it could be a
like and it's possible that they don't know that he's just a friend of the family. They just heard, someone heard him call his uncle Norton once, and they were like,
so
oh, that must be his uncle.
What shit feels like.
Oh, here it is. It's what'd you think of the sermon? Oh, I never really listen. You're just there for the cupcakes, are you? Look at all my thinking done when someone else is talking. At least you're honest about it.
Girl, me too.
Well, it counted as done.
Cool.
Hooray.
We have so many dig spots out this way.
Yeah, just go grab them. Just go have a dig.
Yeah.
Go have a
we might find something interesting on the way, or maybe Ray will ask us a telling question or something.
Still haven't found is the Sally's toy.
That'll be in, like, if you look on the paths, the little circular ones.
Mm-hmm. Free stew. Well, not anymore.
Nope.
Not anymore.
How is there rotten food when everyone's starving?
I'm going to take Banzai lessons. You should come too.
You do
Boy,
that,
I would.
Gerald. You do that.
Excited. He wants you to come with.
He says Banzai, but I think he means bonsai.
Yeah,
Let's see.
You do need lessons to do that
here
too.
we go.
It's hard.
Well, yeah, because you'll prune the tree all wrong. And if you take too much off, that's it.
Get your paws off my thing.
That's not your things. I dug it up fair and square.
He buried it. It's funny to have the garden district. Like, parts of the garden district are very, free stew for those in need, and then parts are very territorial. They're very, they have place a high value on the concept of ownership for a bunch of people living outside of society.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like the free stew for those in need doesn't actually exist, so it's like...
No, I know. They were trying, though,
We have so much of nothing to give you.
They have a rubber duck and a pot of water.
We have nothing, but we give it freely, is what it is.
Beautiful. And should we? I think that's just. Oh, is that anything? No.
But you know, they
This is
live in
just the
communal
edge of the
housing,
road.
so it's like they're not opposed to the idea of having like a little collective. It's just like if you're outside,
If
of
you're
the
not
collective,
in their
yeah,
specific collective,
They do
yeah.
it in the village too.
Let's see. So much of this game is just running between generated points.
Oh, yeah.
I wish
That's
I
all
kept
this
in
game
shape.
is.
The extractor.
And some intriguing writing every now and then.
Yes.
Huh. Every once in a while.
That is
Now and
rather-
again.
enough to keep us coming back again and again and again.
I have played this game. Not twice, like once and a half.
Once and a half.
Are you counting the times that DJ played it for you?
No.
No, I did play through it once on my own.
No, or that would be.
Oh, that'd be way
several
more. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be like 8 times. But at this point.
Oh. I love the last time I was like, is it too soon to play We Happy Few again? And you were like, yeah, alright.
No, and I said, no, it's not too soon.
It's not too soon.
Absolutely wild that somebody was offering a letter of transit in exchange for a bag of sugar.
That's gotta be fake.
It's gotta
Like
be
they
fake. In
drew
the
a
garden
letter of
district,
transit.
if they had a
That's
letter of
bait,
transit,
yeah.
they would be using that letter of transit.
Mad Max gif. That's bait.
Gosh, this game is so pretty, though.
That person posted on the Reddit like, oh my god, South of Midnight is so beautiful. And I'm like, I know, it makes me jealous.
Oh, South of Midnight is gorgeous. The visuals, that is.
Yes.
Visually stunning.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I feel like the plot has a lot of potential.
It's so funny to say that
Look,
about
we're
a
not talking
studio
about
who's
that
yeah,
here.
we're not talking about South of Midnight. It's so funny to say that about a studio who's made 3 games already. Really promising. Can't wait to see what they do next.
Oh.
I can't wait to see if they do next.
You're right. Where is that other dig spot? Just so y'all know, I am, DJ, I'm getting these dig spots for you. I normally don't worry too much about dig spots, but I know you love them.
But like, look at what we're getting, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Juicy chests today. Sometimes you get to a dig spot and there's absolutely nothing in there. But
Yeah. Where? Oh, there it is. There it is. All right.
No, I appreciate that. Because, too, like, I always go for them because it's a blip on my map, for one thing. But also, when you get to the village and you actually have, like, shopkeepers who have money in their till,
you can sell that stuff.
You can sell all your weapons that are in mint condition, which you should have several of them by now. You can sell all those bottles you don't need. Like, sometimes you need some bottles, but you don't need, like, you'll have a stack of 99 of them. You don't need that
You
many.
don't need that many bottles.
No.
Let's see. Things like this, man. Just pipes coming up out of the ground.
is the dig spot under the pipe?
Nah.
No.
No, okay.
No, I was just looking at the
Saw
pipes.
that pile of dirt and I was like,
I feel like they just do a really good job with the sense of a place that is still lived in, but is decaying around the people who live therein.
Yes.
the garden district's really nice. It reminds me of, like, you know, survival scenarios where people get lost in the wilderness and, like, you know, if they survive, they always come back with, like, you know, it was absolutely beautiful. It was the most breathtaking thing I've ever seen. And we were all dying, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Vaguely forestish.
yeah.
Forest is a little more brown shooter than this. This is a...
It was made in the era of brown shooters, was it not?
Well, no, it was more beyond that. Like...
Ooh.
I've seen the future, and the future is brown.
I wonder if a bee thinks he knows better than the hive.
Oh no, don't heal yourself. Well, I suppose actually the healing was helpful. Run away, run away, run away, run away.
Bees are girls.
Welcome to Applebee's. Would you like the apples or the bees?
Yeah.
Save a bit for the next minute.
All right. Oh, that dig spot.
You're gonna...
Run,
you
Arthur,
can't.
run, little boy, run, run, run.
You can use that flash now if you wanted to.
You know...
It's not like there's a better time to use it.
You got 3 of them.
Yeah.
And you're gonna get more.
Oh, look at him go! I'm running the right way, yeah.
Did you ever see that fan art? I think it was Bold the Eye that did it. It was of Arthur taking flash and running, but he had like the Naruto run.
That's good.
Alright.
Bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it works out for him.
Oh, I totally overshot the dig spot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Maybe
all
you
it's
shot
over
for a
by where
reason.
everyone is very mad at you. I went to Mad at You Island.
Everyone was mad at you.
Are they mad at me or are they just at the mall too?
To Mad at You Island and everyone was there.
Yeah.
Everyone I had ever met was there.
What were you doing at Mad at Me Island?
Why don't you find some yellow flowers?
I'm looking at oh!
Sorry, out of context, this is like... It sounds like a euphemism for going and fucking yourself.
Honestly,
yellow flowers.
I think if Arthur tried to go and fuck himself, he would cry. And then throw up.
You go find some yellow flowers and park your ass in them. How about that?
Anyone who ever writes smut about Arthur and does not include him just breaking down in tears in shame over his own body, I think is wrong.
I love that my incompetence during my last playthrough led to DJ discovering a line she'd never heard before. Because they literally tell you, like, okay, take off your clothes when you get into the gate area to move into the next part. And I didn't do that before I walked in. And Arthur's like, I hate looking at myself naked. Like,
yeah.
And DJ's like, I've never heard that line. It's good. And DJ's like yelling at me because I didn't follow the instructions. And I'm like, see? Not following the instructions is good
No,
sometimes.
it's true. The thing about it is that I've played this game so many times that I have it like min-maxed.
Oh yeah.
So like when I'm giving you like the pro strats, it's like, you know.
You're like, why aren't you doing this? And I'm
Gotta go
like,
fast.
look.
The
Oh
thing
no,
about
don't
this
eat!
game,
Oh,
though,
well, I have no
You
flash.
just- yeah. Double flash.
Double flash, let's
should
go,
double
Arthur.
fast.
The thing about this game, though, is that there are so many contingencies for failure also that a lot of them I've not experienced.
Yeah, you're too good at the game. That's why idiots like me have to play it.
Alright, the last
think
thing
I
that we
used to
have
run the
before we
100
can
bases.
go see Ollie is finding Sally's toy.
Okay, betting pool on how long that's
Is
gonna
this
take.
Arthur?
It's the circle.
If you're with a down,
And we're headed straight for it.
then just excuse yourself and take your
We're gonna run right through this rock.
That's a
I don't
ghost
think we should.
situation.
Yeah!
No shot. Oh my god.
Ellie, I swear to God.
We're laughing too loud. My cat got upset with me and he's leaving.
Oh. If only he were still here, he could meow into the microphone and then everyone could hear him.
This cat does not speak. He's silent. The silent creature that lives in my house. He opens his mouth and no sound comes out. It's really funny.
You know, last week, I introduced us as your
my
hosts,
favourite trio.
and we were
We used to sneak out at night.
That
and
was
smoke
intentional, very
and talk
intentional.
about who we were going to be when we grew up. I wanted to study engineering, and her plan was to be a princess of Mars.
Manic pixie dream girl, Sally.
Uh-huh.
Hang on,
Here we go.
that's her old toy car. Huh. We were going to be spies together in a powder blue Austin Healey. I should come out here some night and pop a joy. Maybe I'd remember the good things, not just how we left off.
Are you gonna read that toy car?
Oh, I'm gonna read that toy car.
Heavens.
Heavens! This is Sally's toy car. This is our tree, isn't it? We'd sneak out at night to smoke here, and she'd make up stories about how we'd be spies and zip around in our powder blue Austin Healey. Of course, she'd look fabulous in a white leather catsuit, and I'd be in a suit with a bowler hat and an umbrella. At least it was a sword umbrella in her stories. Once we took some of those magic mushrooms, and Sally wouldn't stop crying, but for once she let me comfort her, and all these memories came up for me about Mum and how nice things were before the war. I wonder if I ate some here some night, would it jar some of the old memories loose? Some of the good ones? I wish I could remember more. Ooh, we never read Everybody's a Winner. But, oh, there's a lot to unpack here. About Sally and Arthur's relationship.
He needs to open the doors of his perception to see his mother.
Sally took some mushrooms and burst into tears. Bad trip.
Did you see? Well, I guess that it was not that popular a post. Anyway, there was this post on Reddit where the guy had made like mushroom brownies and his mom had eaten like 3 of them.
Like I should come back.
He's like, how do I explain to her that she is going to be traveling through the cosmos?
On the tip of my brain.
Reddit stories you hope are fake.
I could just jog it loose somehow.
But no, he said that she did cry a bit about, I don't know, stuff that happened to her, but she also, I guess, came out of it a little more self-aware.
Huh. Let's see. We need to get to point of departure.
Hey, we didn't even find Haute Cuisine. Where's Haute Cuisine at?
Oh, we have not found.
Where is Nigel?
Where's my boy?
You know, I thought we'd gotten everything, so I stopped poking about every little detail, but we can keep looking around for your boy. I think there's, oh goodness. Arthur with like, oh, for once she let me comfort her, and it made me think about my mom. And I'm like, there's something to unpack there, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
feel free to do so.
Yeah.
All women is the same.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's that. It's that like he has other journals where he talks about Sally and how she was there when she was there, but other times she'd be hanging out with people who were, for whatever reason, he thinks are better than her, or people that are worse than him, but she still prefers for whatever reason.
We'll laugh about
Yeah, I
this
think that was how he put it. And oh, I wonder if it's actually up here somewhere.
I'm thinking it is because
there's a road going there. So let's go to the shelter for fast travel and go from there.
Odd. I can never remember what the tracks look like after.
Let's see. Could save a little, or I could get better health. Ooh, heal better. 05. Yeah, we'll just wait on those. Ooh. I do actually want a couple more sewing kits. And...
You're rolling in it, so...
Gosh.
That would come in handy.
You can also make flash now, I think.
Yes,
because you got the...
Why make what I could buy?
Because you might need the money later, and
yeah,
flowers are free.
Flowers are free.
Oh, you know what?
Not?
We are missing. We are missing. We need to make a crowbar. Because, well, we're not in the middle of frantically trying to combat and crowbar at the same time. Something about the way that Sally being like, I'll be in my white leather cat suit with my... and be the Princess of Mars, and he'll be a spy in a suit and a bowler hat with a sword umbrella. Like, yeah.
Do we think she genuinely like thinks that, or do we think she's just, you know, adapting herself to what she thinks Arthur wants to hear at this point?
I think the Princess of Mars thing was when they were younger, like when they, like just after the children leave, because they're like 13, 14 at that age. And then
still too old to be claiming
later,
you want to be a Princess of Mars, but whatever.
Well, I mean, yeah, but and then the when they're smoking after that, they're like 15, 16 at that point. That's when the spy, because the spy thing is just a pretend game also.
Yes. Looks great.
Beautiful. Oh, I love this
to
guy.
return to the village, are you, sir?
That's right.
Oh, I love a
I've realised
uniquely
it was a
voiced
mistake
constable.
not to take my joy, and I'd like to rejoin civilization.
Well, sir, you have come to the opposite place, but I'm afraid it is not the opposite time. The door goes in and out of operation at the moment. It's out.
Should I wait?
Not unless you're getting paid by the week like I am, sir. Oh, honestly, sir. It was open for a bit just a little while ago. But before that, it might have been days when it was closed. Mechanical things ain't holding up like they used to.
Too many moving parts.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Let's see, we haven't found the quest yet. But I don't know, like, I think the whole Princess of Mars thing might also have been a way of Sally making her scientific ambitions cutesy.
That's kind of what I was thinking. It feels it feels like a pose, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Not, I want to build a spaceship and be an astrophysicist and go to Mars, but no, I'll be the Princess of Mars.
Yeah, she's
so cute
following
and
her mother's
sexy.
yeah. She's doing the thing. She's trying it on.
I'll be the Princess of Mars because there's only men there.
And yeah, she'll be the only girl on Mars.
Mars needs moms. We know this.
Mars needs moms.
Oh, you know what? That whole area around the train station is unexplored, which makes sense, but that's probably also where Haute Cuisine is.
Yeah, I think it's where we're heading.
What rough beast slouching?
Oh, you know what?
Doing a little daytime burglary.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Raincoat. Worth it.
My favorite thing to loot in this game is teacups, because I like making tea.
It's just like in books.
I'm not trespassing, you're trespassing.
No, you.
Nuh-uh. All right. Well, after, goodness, how long has it been? After over 2 hours of wandering around, we are almost...
Billy making it to the train station.
You know, we might need to do Ollie next week.
That's, I mean, I'm down for whatever. Do you need to go?
Oh no, I'm
Is
just
that why you're...
wondering how long... No, I guess Ollie, we can meet Ollie and then do...
yeah, like, it's just
You know
a
she's
cutscene.
looking, like, right at you, right? Like...
Yeah, so I'm just rushing. I'm rushing. I want that cloth. Nope. Okay, I'm not getting it.
Bandits! Racker!
There they are. Get them. Leave my friend alone.
Doing the second floor as well.
No mushrooms. Antiseptic. Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. Porcelain in.
You're gonna need that when they beat the fuck out of you.
Wait.
I think you could do the train station this week with the Victory Memorial campaign.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
At least until I starve to death.
Don't come back.
All right. Oh, hello.
You don't belong here. Get out.
Hello.
Hello.
lads.
Well,
if you
this
climb on that shelf, you can go up another floor, and there might not be anybody up there. Or there might be one person.
Oh, hello.
But you could shove them out of that hole.
Oops. Let's go.
Yeah, shove them downstairs.
I'm trying.
R.
I'm trying. You know, I'm starting to think my R key might be a little broken.
Hmm.
There he goes. Come on, buddy.
Goodbye.
Oh my gosh.
This guy's good at
come on.
this game.
Yeah. He's played way too much King of the Hill.
Come back here. Come back.
All
right. I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
Yeah, I can live with that. Oh,
He was faking.
R.
the old
Get him.
rope-a-dope. Adios.
Oh no! A murder suicide. Let's real quick.
Bulk crafting? No, you get nothing.
Yeah, he dead. Anyway, as I was, I guess if I run up there now, there won't be anyone there.
There won't be anywhere on that floor. Which
I think
won't
you
be
looted that
good.
floor though. Like it looks
Oh,
pretty
get that
looted.
raincoat! Get that raincoat! Turn around! Get that raincoat!
Ooh, good stuff, good stuff.
So get.
Hi, I know I just pushed your friend from the top of the building, but when you think about it,
You know, everybody makes mistakes.
and when you think about it, Arthur makes more mistakes than the average person, so I feel like he shouldn't be
Don't get too close to him.
really
You know, you can't judge him too harshly.
judged on the same scale. I wonder how much crossover there is between this and the list.
I was just thinking that, yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna screenshot this,
Oh, that's so smart.
and then later, when we get to the list, we can pull this back up. There.
Double check.
Yeah.
Cross-reference.
Whitney.
That's one of them names that's like, it's probably like, it feels very modern, but it's probably like, you know, from
Yeah.
the
Tiffany.
1300s. Like, yeah.
Oh wait, I wanna see. Is this
Hillary's a girl's name.
Terry, Ronald, Otto, David, James, Sylvia.
Wendy's definitely on the list.
Yeah. I was seeing if Arthur was on here.
Why? Who would miss him?
From the list. If they were just writing all the names on the list. But
I don't think they have all the names on the list. I don't think that like the.
oh yeah, they're probably just this
the
is probably
logic
just
of this
everyone
is
writing.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the kids that they are missing.
Yeah.
And nobody misses little Arthur. Little Artie.
Yeah.
He's here. Emmanuel.
Where all rotting? Like the food.
Alternatively, are these the names of people who worked on this game?
Probably. That seems more likely.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh,
These
I'm
are
not
pretty
gonna-
traditional names.
Ooh.
They are pretty
For the most
stated.
part.
Alright. Hey!
Don't belong here. Get out.
I'm getting. Wait, I didn't steal anything from your toilet.
Didn't
Okay,
check
I'm
the
getting
toilet.
out. I'm getting out.
Why don't you park your ass in some yellow flowers?
She decides
Consider-
yellow flowers.
Consider the ass parked.
Next time I want to tell somebody to go fuck themselves. Just find some
Hey,
yellow
what's
flowers.
that?
What is that?
What's that on the map?
Hot cuisine! We found it. We found it.
It's getting hot in here.
So, Arthur, please take off some clothes.
DJ yelling at me.
You didn't take your clothes off. They said to take the clothes off. I don't like looking at myself naked.
You're like, oh.
Fun.
See, I'm gonna have to do that this time around so that we can hear that line.
If it's
Here we
any consolation to
go.
Arthur, I would probably also hate looking at him naked, so.
We told you fucking meat and potatoes tasting food, you stupid pig.
My God, they've kidnapped some poor woman.
Oh,
I could be
Arthur.
a real hero and rescue her. Or get myself killed.
Arthur. You know, I feel like this is in the same vein as him assuming that Faraday is
Yes.
a man.
Yes. But I also assumed Dr. Pepper was a man, so. We all need to examine our biases.
Does Dr. Pepper even have a gender? Bold of you to assume.
No, I mean, Dr. Pepper does not, but, when someone was like she, I was like, oh, Dr. Pepper could be a woman. I didn't even consider that.
Alright, we're gonna...
Oh, well...
He'll walk over there.
Chalk 'em.
Please just lie down.
It's fun to give these NPCs names, like, even if they are randomly generated.
Yeah.
They were supposed to have, like, specific names.
There's no reason for that.
Well, they had, like, more of a slightly more narrative than they do now.
Yeah. No, I get the idea. It's just, to abandon the idea of giving them names, like proper names, and just replace it with like, we'll just randomly generate some. It's fun.
Well, it's because they took out the part where like those guys were actually like,
where
the guy who yelled at the
incapacitated
beginning,
mattered.
he had more, and he doesn't now. So
Yeah. What? Oh, the little Angie face.
Yeah.
Alright, Arthur, go be a hero. Save that damsel in distress.
Help me.
Wait.
They
Don't.
want meat and potatoes. I can't make meat and potatoes out of fungus and leaves. It's just not possible. I'm not an alchemist. I could make a beautiful soup.
Oh, I love that he has
if you gave me
dialogue.
eggs
I
and
don't think-
butter. But who's got eggs and butter? They want meat and potatoes. You have to go. They'll come back. They'll come back and they'll do terrible things to you.
Oh, buddy,
what are they
he's worried
doing?
for you.
Nigel, what are they doing to you?
Wait, loot this room first. Because once you finish this, the room is redecorated because he turns it into a restaurant.
Oh yeah. Let's get some looting done. I think we're looted.
Did you open that crate?
I did.
Okay. Good.
Yeah. I even opened this dresser.
Fantastic.
If I would have opened those boxes,
You
I
might have
could
to
get
kill one mother guy outside. There's 4 of them.
Oh.
Isn't the door that you came through?
No.
No? Okay. Oh, we came in from upstairs. I see.
Yeah, you have to kill there's one last guy out here.
Let's see.
I think he's off to like the left.
Yeah, I think he's... Oh.
The left. He's like off
I'm
back
looking,
there.
I'm looking.
Yeah.
Here he is. Hey, buddy. You really are just in your own world, huh?
He's really garden.
Oh, please just lie down.
Saffron.
There we go. Now you can talk to Nigel.
Oh, Nigel.
See, it's fun. When you don't follow the instructions, you get extra dialogue from Nigel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Come back anytime. I'll make you something fantastic. My savior. Here, I've been cooking. Taste this. What do you think? Yummy, isn't it?
Well, to drop by someday when I'm in the
Chunky stew.
Stew would be nice, even if it is made
Yeah.
out of fungus and
Check out
leaves.
his restaurant that he's refashioned.
Oh, it's so nice.
Beautiful.
Isn't it cute?
I like that he continues to live in the cage, though.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because, it keeps the riffraff out. I like the idea that he's in this little cage and it's got this little drawer, and, like, the idea is that wastrels come here with their fungus or whatever, And that's how they pay for their lovely meal at the fancy restaurant.
Like,
But Nigel is another one of these people that I think maybe elected to live out here. Not like intentionally, I think he got captured trying to forage to take back to the village, but like once he's out here is like...
You know what? This
there's
isn't so
there's
bad.
people who love his food. People come in, give him ingredients, and he
gets to pursue his passion.
Yeah.
What I really like the idea of, and this is just like me, my own fucking thing, is he's French, right? And they make snails and they make food out of all kinds of crap that like English people might not find appealing. But wastrels have no place. Like wastrels will eat anything at this point.
Yeah.
So like maybe it's easier to sell.
You cannot afford to be picky, so
Yes.
you can pass off your French recipes out
Right.
here more
Well, and
easily.
he's able to take things that people might normally find a little odd and turn them into something delicious.
Although those particular wastrels were very picky, so
yes.
Yes. But it's because you think about it, like this town, it's some little backwoods. It's a little island, but it's a little backwoods town. These people are not cultured.
No,
they're not amenable to eating snails or whatever else he's gonna make out of whatever. So like if he was out here foraging and he got captured, if you're really thinking about it, he's like, you know what, actually, it's a lot easier to do this out here than to try and convince these rubes in the village to get some class and eat my snails.
Mysterious
Eric
chest.
should hang out.
We can go to the mysterious
Fond
chest again
memories
one more time
carrying from
before
the bombs
we
with
have
Mum,
Ollie.
Dad and Percy.
I do really like in the Garden District, you see, like you said, all the different ways that people sort of form community.
Yes. That's why I like get kind of annoyed. Like it's not very prevalent anymore, and I think maybe because I complain so vehemently about it. But like when I came into this fandom, the general like accepted narrative was that after the fall of Wellington Wells, everyone just either leaves or dies. And there's no like rebuilding that happens at all, and it's like that's not how humanity has ever worked. So,
Well,
yeah.
and the thing too is that like the only reason that shit is going really badly is because the places that are farmable are not being farmed because everyone's cooked out on joy. So it's like if the people who know how to farm and want to farm are allowed back into those places, like you could build a society out here.
I think this is not ready yet because there's no note.
I picked up a note, but without picking the lock the other time.
Oh.
But they didn't have to, did they?
Bomb it, bomb.
How many?
There we go. Ooh, points. Oh, quiet lock picking. Absolutely.
Skills just so far outstrip like the other skills in terms of usefulness. Like the his skill tree, like when you unlock shit, it feels so much better. Like
yeah.
One of these days, I really ought to explore those caves.
Then you play the other two acts and you're like, these skills, like I could live without this. Like I don't need these.
All right. Are we finally ready to go see Ollie?
I'm always
love
ready to
Ollie.
see Ollie.
Like, yeah, Ollie, awesome. Oh.
I love my boy Ollie.
I'm always ready to see him.
Oliver Drab.
Oliver. Who I really genuinely thought was gay for the entirety of his act until the very end.
Oh my god.
Like,
Did you tell that story last week or no?
I don't think I did. So with the first
You told it to us off stream, I believe.
Yeah, so
Tell
when
it
I
again.
first played We Happy Few, I clocked immediately that Margaret Worthing was Jack Worthing's daughter, and that Margaret especially because Margaret was mentioned in that newspaper at the very, very, very beginning of the game. So I clocked that Margaret Worthing was Jack Worthing's daughter, and then Ollie was saying, "This is my daughter," and he hates Jack Worthing so much and blames him for Margaret's death. And so I was like, I'm tracking. Jack Worthing and Ollie were a couple, and so Margaret was like Jack's daughter, and Ollie was like his boyfriend, and then that's why he's his daughter. And I was tracking, and I just fully thought this was what was going on until the very end when the big reveal happens.
When we were young, before the war.
It makes total sense. Like, like when you lay it all out, you know. But it's just absolutely not what was happening.
Yeah, it was like I was connecting dots so well, but
no, you're like, I've connected the two dots.
It's like you give me a connect the dots, and I've connected them into a really good cohesive picture that is not at all the authorial intent.
You know what it is? It's Gemma's conspiracy board.
Yes.
You're
and I
in the wrong
support her
place.
and her conspiracy board.
Oh, yes, Arthur being like, what was our dog's name? Stripe?
That's a funny name to give a dog.
You are in the wrong place. Ring the bell some more, you're still in the wrong place.
One more time.
You keep
riveting.
knocking, but you can't come in.
Riveting gameplay.
But what would
But
I
we got
do
the big
without
splinter.
a big splinter and 2 more glass bottles?
Keep ringing that bell.
You can keep doing it, but you ain't in the right place.
That's me behavior, honestly.
Guess what?
You're still in the wrong place.
Yep.
Yeah. Saying it.
You're getting closer, though.
Warmer, warmer.
Oh, that's kind
Colder.
of nice.
That is nice.
You can kind of look
Fuck
in
it
there
up.
at your future.
Yeah. Just like to gaze upon it sometimes.
Onward into a brighter future, or whatever Arthur's fucking
Into
essay
a
was
bright new
called.
future or something, yeah.
He would write that shit. Bunch of tripe.
Yeah. And you know who would
That's
plagiarize
basically
it?
what impersternum cum gaudio means.
Here we go.
Yeah, except it's, you know, the in Poscarum cum gaudio specifically mentions joy, does it not?
Into the future with joy, yes.
Yeah.
What are we going to do if there isn't food? Will you shut it? I'm trying not to blow myself up.
Hey, look
Funny thing
at
to ask
the
when
board bags
there
are
is food up
pissing
there.
your corpses.
There he is!
My hero.
We're coming for you, you greedy bastard! Go eat a banger, you leaky scunner!
Yeah, fuck him up, Ollie.
You're done hoarding all the bee meat.
And rip to that guy.
Jesus Christ.
Please don't struggle.
Oh, I love when the animation bugs out.
This won't hurt a bit.
Can't even take a piss in Wellington Wells.
Can't have shit in Detroit.
Hey, why don't you climb through the window? He can't get you if you do that. I think he saw you.
Nah. I'm concealed. I walked around the corner a little and he started going that way, and then I hopped in the trash can.
Now you're where you belong.
Buddy,
You're
just
in the right
just,
place
just
now.
chill. Just chill.
You are in the opposite place.
Yes.
The little shrug.
Well, fine.
He's got like the little
Preparing for the giant.
Yes, yeah. Wow. No, a joke for one other person.
I think if the artist also was here.
If they were here.
Are we?
I don't say I'm concealed, but I think I'm concealed. He's got blood on his hands!
You're... Yeah, you're
Are you
not.
You're not, but he
You're
can't
just
see you
hiding
anyway.
behind these sandbags, and if he comes a little closer,
But he won't. Thanks, I will. Okay, okay.
Love when it all works out.
Yeah, so now he's gonna be
Well, the
looking at
plan
this
comes
body,
together.
right? He's gonna be looking at the body, so I can... Alf
It's
O'Rourke.
better this way.
Okay.
His friends definitely call him Alfie, though.
Oh, yeah.
oh,
Ooh, scotch. That's going to be useful. We've got... Ooh, grapefruit juice. Why not?
Grapefruit juice is a little expensive.
yeah.
The drugs are cheaper.
Well, because that keeps you from getting scurvy. And they don't got citrus otherwise, so, you know.
If I hadn't smoked in high school, I could carry a bit more.
Ooh.
Oh, you're over encumbered.
Oh, I am. Alright, Arthur. These can go. Oh, now I have too many Jimmy bars. Alright. I don't need 2 shovels. You know what?
I don't think you need that cricket bat
Yeah.
either. Maybe if you craft some things too.
That's what I'm thinking. Do a little crafting. We can do a little healing bomb. A little
Make some
lockpick.
weapons that you can sell later. Yeah, like putting the weapons together. Ooh, don't use all your sewing kits though.
Yeah, I realized as I clicked that one.
Alright, you're probably good now. What are you gonna use that? Well, I guess, never mind.
Not a damn thing.
What else I can do? I can, I'm a little thirsty. I can drink this grapefruit juice that I just bought.
You know what you could do is you could eat that rancid stew and then drink the
And then
sick-
use your
Oh,
sick-
oh, let's go, let's
Yeah.
go. And...
Yeah, pop out real quick and it'll give you, I think, a little quest to drink the sick-up tea.
Alright, everyone. Anyone who is watching this, there's about to be some vomiting. Just in case anyone's
Vomiting
a
earlier,
sympathetic
you didn't
peeker.
want them.
Yeah. I forgot.
Yep.
Actually,
Remember that time you were playing Ray and you dropped all those blue currants and it was like an explosion
God,
of
that
blueberries?
was so funny. I dropped like 100 blue currants and they just exploded out of Arthur.
There he is.
Like a shower of berries.
Nimmy Oldfield. Wait, Nimmy? Oh.
Nimmy.
I'm wondering, is Nimmy short for something? Nimrod, maybe?
Nimrod.
Yeah.
Let's find out.
Everyone, you know, because of Bugs Bunny, everyone thinks Nimrod is an insult. Nimrod was a mighty hunter.
Or, let's see. You know what? I can always drop more things, if I need to later. You know what I can do for now?
Throw several bottles.
Yes. You want to go over here? Who did that? Twas I.
Well, Google thinks Nimmy is a girl's name for
shoot.
one thing, and Hebrew and Indian in origin, meaning a dear friend with a fiery spirit.
Yeah,
Oh.
that sounds fake. That sounds fake and Mormon, honestly.
Nimini Shira? No.
Nimini Cricket?
That'd be a
What?
nickname, right?
Yeah, it's gotta be a nickname. It has to be short for Nimrod.
What was that? Oh, I've done fucked up.
You hear that?
Yeah, there you go, there you go, there you go,
Oh.
there you go. Oh, well, never mind.
Oh, well,
Beat his
Nimmy
ass.
is also a nickname for the name James. I don't know about all
Oh.
that. Let's find out more.
I mean, really, it could be a nickname for anyone.
Very,
Yeah,
that's,
but
that's a bold
usually
stand.
when it's a name in this, it's a name, but it's like a shortened version, like Pippa.
Oh yeah,
or something like that.
what are you checking for that?
I'm just
Google.
checking Nimmy nickname.
No.
And don't come back.
All right.
I could see Nimmy being a funnier version of Jimmy, you know?
Yeah.
Like, how do you get dick from Richard, you know? You ask him nicely.
Yep.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go.
This won't take a minute.
Oh, things have gotten a bit dark, haven't they? Okay, Arthur. Actually, I'm gonna check through. Oh, goodness. Here we go.
Oh dear. Okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
Nehemiah.
Wow.
Nehemiah?
Ooh.
Nehemiah. Yeah, that makes more sense.
It's not you.
Hebrew.
It's me.
Yeah. Name of a prophet.
All right.
Nehemiah was a bullfrog?
No. No.
No.
I recently learned that Jeremiah was the bullfrog and Joy to the World are the same song, which I did not know previously. Like, cause you never hear them all, like, you don't hear it all at once, right?
Uh-huh.
You hear either the first part, because that's funny, or you hear the Joy to the World because it's, you know...
That's the catchy part, yeah.
It's hippie and catchy crap.
No,
it just never connected to me that those two songs were
Well,
the same song.
And Joy to the World is about a 4.5-minute song, and it goes through several phases, so...
Yeah, it's
like,
one of
the
like,
opening
prog rock
part does not sound like
odyssey
that, yeah.
songs.
It's not that prog, it's just a rock song. It was prog at the
Rock
time,
that hard.
perhaps. No, like, a fun thing about that song is that, like, they had the tune down, but they did not have the lyrics. So, they, like, wrote the lyrics down as Jeremiah was a prophet, but Jeremiah was a bullfrog was so much better that they just, like, went with that instead.
I don't think I can get up there from here. This game, the grabbing physics are ridiculous.
It's literally just whatever. Like,
sometimes it grabs when you don't expect it to, like, or don't
Yeah.
even want it to.
me implementing the grabbing physics in We Happy Few. I don't give a fuck where I go.
Oh, good thing you're wearing your padded suit.
Yeah. Help to pad that. Ooh.
Oh, chooch noises. Ugh.
Oh, the train noise is on the stationary
That's
display
how I get
train
down.
today.
Right.
Put me to sleep.
Oh,
I just have
yeah.
to find the tracks and walk on
Oh,
out
I
of
love our
Wellington
train.
Wells.
Friends, if you have a local
list
railway
of names
museum.
and dates. List of names and dates. Here we go.
Jeffrey, yeah, I'm recognizing some of
Here's
these.
the thing. Is there
Anne, David, Jillian.
Okay, nope, it wasn't the names.
Wendy is on there, though.
Yeah. But a bunch of the other ones aren't.
I mean, it's not every name. It's probably
Yes.
just, you know,
Arthur Hastings.
some of the names.
There he is. And no Percy.
The names on the graffiti could also be, like, not just children who were taken, but also, like, if you were a 16-year-old girl who had to go across the bridge because you found yourself in an unfortunate situation and you just never came back. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, why would you?
Why would you? Yeah.
There's lots of other scenarios under which people have left and would be remembered.
The sleigh makers, there they are.
Marianne Dashwood and Fiona Slaymaker.
Enterprising individual.
The
That game was fun.
Yeah,
That was
so Marianne Dashwood and Fiona Slaymaker, the Uncle Jack fangirl and the Foggy Jack fangirl, and what if they tried to solve conspiracies together and kissed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if they what if they just hung out, you know, and whatever that leads to.
Oh.
No, it was like a Tumblr shipping game, and because we were the only two people who played the game enough to do that, we were sending each other the most insane. Really, I was the one sending insane ships.
Yeah. But yeah, the names, Anne Boyle, Elizabeth Boyle, names have been crossed out. Anthony and Peter Belpitt being descended by a taxi.
That must have been so expensive.
Arthur
Girl.
Hastings.
Don't worry, the Germans picked up the bill.
And Margaret Worthing. Name has been crossed out.
I wrote a story where Wendy was a girl that Virgil from the Nick Lightbearer DLC knew and had like a little crush on, but he was this rat-faced little boy, so like...
Oh, yeah.
He was like using his pocket money to buy her candy, but like, he knew. He knew she was just there for the candy. He's Berman Virgil, the rat-faced boy. Well, you won't be needing
Oh,
these.
here
in
we go.
training.
That's what I was looking for.
Oh, I love this whole like little.
Yeah,
little
this
pod.
cubby is great.
Yeah, so we've got this little cubby here. Panel pulled out. Arthur. Arthur.
You could just go in there, you know.
Arthur, you can get through there. I know you can.
You can't fit through that hole, but you
Yeah,
can
you gotta go
Yeah,
through
'cause
the
he's
other
an
way,
adult.
yeah.
Parts storage. So we're in the parts storage. Oh, ooh, fun thing. Every character has different abilities to play piano. That is Arthur's piano skill.
Arthur, bad. Not good.
I mean, it's fine.
He's trying his best.
I
Like
think
he does
Arthur
with-
and Sally have the same skills.
Yes, they do.
But Ollie, when you play piano as Ollie, he plays like a proper chord. He fully plays the piano, actually.
'Cause he's a song and dance man.
Yeah. That's another reason that I thought that he and Jack Worthing were a
You were like,
couple.
oh yeah, he's a song and dance man, all right.
Yeah. Well, just like Jack Worthing. They're both into the theater.
Hey, just FYI, your flashlight is gonna go bad if you just keep standing around pointing at things.
Oops.
Yeah, read the note.
Dear darling Sebastian. Dear darling Sebastian, what a brave boy you are. Daddy says you got on the train and climbed out the back into the tunnel, just like we practiced. We were so worried when we saw the train pull away. What if the windows had been locked? It was agony waiting to know you were safe. Daddy says you're cross with him for not coming earlier, but please understand, it's too risky, except on days when he can inspect the tracks. Daddy will bring you food every Tuesday. Try to make it last. We don't have ration coupons for you anymore, but that's all right, as I need to reduce anyway. Courage, my little soldier. Love, Mummy. P.S. I've asked Daddy to smuggle Aloysius to you.
Aloysius
to you. I know you think you're too big to sleep with a teddy bear, but it's good to have a comfort of home, no?
I think this whole like thing is based on like the Fountainhead, like a little. So he has a bear called that, or maybe there's like a
Yeah.
friend or something.
And my dearest Sebastian, happy birthday. I can hardly believe you're 10 already. Of course, you're such a brave boy that you often seem much older. There's a slice of carrot cake in the box. I know it's not your favorite, but we'll have to make do just a little longer. Next year, I hope we'll have a proper birthday cake and candles for you. This war can't last forever. Your loving Mummy. Ooh.
You did get that cake.
That's an
You're gonna
old
get those
cake.
pants hemmed.
Look up.
Look
Turn
up.
around. You missed one. Go back in the little cubby. You missed the note. There he is. It's in the. It's like. All right. Look up the ladder. Onto the little
It's
ladder.
at
There
the
we
top
go.
of the ladder,
It
yeah.
was just whoop. There we go. Sebastian, we are so worried. Daddy says you weren't in your hidey hole on Tuesday and hadn't eaten your cake. This is no time to be a picky eater. Where did you go? You know it's too risky to go out by yourself. Please be a good boy and don't scare us like that. At least leave us a note so we know you're safe. Love, Mummy.
There you go.
Kid hiding in the walls.
So I always had a story that I had meant to do and just hadn't gone around to because, you know, I got a life. But what I wanted to do was, you know, the Lashfords and Mr. Cramner. I think it was the Dainties who caught them trying to get in here to get this list to burn.
Mmm.
And so the whole hanging thing was basically a thing of they were in here. They were both at the Devil's Sacrament, right? So one of them. So the whole hanging thing is the Dainties like covering their own tracks. But as they're, you know, being hung, one of them is probably like, what were the Dainties doing at the train station at 3 in the morning? Are any of y'all curious about that at all? And like nobody deals with it at that time, but somebody comes back later and finds out what the Dainties were doing at the train station at 3 in the morning, and that's why Sebastian is now missing.
Wouldn't they just drag the Dainties out though? Because
No.
it seems like they, you know, like they just deal with the kid. Like it seems like the parents should face some repercussions, but the mom obviously
It seems
doesn't.
that way, but like, and maybe they did. Like the Dainies seem to be quite a large and prolific family in the town. Like, and there are other places where people are asking about Sebastian. So like, I don't know. It's a whole thing.
Let's see. Oh, yeah.
Jillian, Sebastian, Pauline.
But only
See,
Sebastian got off.
I think Sebastian and Jillian are not brother and sister, though. I think they're cousins.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because like, why would you only save your one kid?
Yeah, if like
Oh, you
Jillian
know what?
and
Virgil's
Pauline.
last name is Dainty too, and I think I wrote that Jillian is his sister.
Oh, like his little sister, yeah.
And Jillian and Pauline are his sisters.
Yeah. So all the
But
toys
Sebastian
here,
is his little cousin whose name he can't remember.
I think these toys were maybe like the ones that were here to help the kids play. To
No,
distract
these are
them,
like the
or-
toys
These are
that the parents
confiscated.
packed for them.
Or are these
Yeah, these
Oh.
were confiscated.
confiscated toys? Yeah.
They're like they're not gonna need that where they're going. They're like, oh, you can give your, you know, like, cause like what are the parents gonna do with the toys anyway? So they're like, you know, just pack your kids' toys, and they're like, we'll send them along.
Oh right, there's
won't do that. Yeah, there's a way. There's a manner.
You gotta put
Oh, I gotta get that missing switch.
You picked it up, didn't you?
I don't think we
Oh,
did.
you did.
Oh, repair. Hey.
Always do be careful.
Yippee!
Hooray!
To read stuff when you can just have DJ tell you what the code is.
Oh, ADBC. I was just going like, I was just trying it, trial and error.
Oh yeah, no.
But
Well,
yeah,
when there's no punishment for failing it, it's like whatever. Always do be careful.
we're sneaking. Ooh.
I'm so sorry, Percy. I should have got on the train with you, like I promised. The rule was if a kid was a day over 13, what could I do? You could have kept your mouth shut, Arthur, and not told them you were 13. That's what you could have done.
Oh, Arthur.
See, this is silly though, because like, if Percy was supposed to be on the train and he's your older brother, like, do the fucking math.
Yeah. When I first played this for quite a while, until about the halfway point, I genuinely... Oh, and it was kind of temporarily confirmed, and then I realized I was wrong, was when the constable who talked to him at the train thought he was Percy in the elevator later on. And that was the point where I was like, oh, so he's actually Percy, and he thinks that he's Arthur.
Yeah,
kind of fun, but that's not what.
But then, it's kind of, it's so much worse, honestly.
Honestly, like it's fun to, you know, I don't like Arthur, you know, he's not a good person, but it's fun. It's funny when people are like, you know, oh, he's terrible because of what he did to Percy. I'm like, he was 12, like.
Yeah, no, I think he's terrible because of all of the things he does through the game, and in the time between then and now.
You know what, I was thinking about this the other day, and you know how like I feel like I'm always ragging on Sally, and it's because I feel like people do not hold her to the same standard, and I think it's because a lot of people, when they played this game, are 15 or 16, right?
Yeah.
When I played this game, I was 32, which is the age that Sally is.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, like, when I'm watching her act like a 15 or a 16-year-old as a 32-year-old woman, and watching her do this as also a 32-year-old woman, I'm like, girl, this is embarrassing. You are cringe. But if you are 15 or 16 and watching this, you know, amazing one girl boss of a woman go through and, you know, backsass people whose husband she cheated with, and whose, you know, whose husbands she has been directly instrumental in the gassing of.
Yeah. If you're 15 or 16 watching this, Sally is not aspirational.
Everybody's being so mean to her, and like, but I also think that when you are 15 or 16 and you hear that Arthur has done this thing to Percy as a 12 or 13-year-old, you're already like a couple years older than that, so you're like, oh, well, I wouldn't have done that. I'm not that horrible. And that's why, like, people let him off, or people are so much crueler about that than they are about him, like, exploding that mine and killing all those people.
Yeah. Well, and even just the way that Arthur treats absolutely everything is transactional. Which Sally does as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and I should say,
I don't know. I feel like
I
Arthur does a lot of stuff just like benignly.
A lot of stuff out of the goodness of his heart. He just ends up getting really well rewarded for the things that he does.
Actually,
choose to go out of his way
yes,
to do.
Though, I think in the way that he thinks about things, he's not really doing things out of just a genuine compassion for people. He's doing things because it fits with the narrative of who he wants to think he is.
No, I agree with that
where
totally.
he's like,
I don't think he's doing it for
hero.
material
Wow,
reward.
I could be the good in the world, but not in a way of just like it's good to be kind, but in a way of like
funny that way.
There's a lot of like patting his own back in the good things that he does, and it sort of reaffirms this image of himself that he wants to maintain. And I feel like makes it easier for him to ignore the worst parts of himself. Because he's like very quick to beat himself
ignores
up.
the worst parts of himself, though. He's always like commenting.
He's ruminating. Yeah, he ruminates on the worst parts of himself.
But
he's trying to atone.
He does it in a very. I think that he focuses on specific things so he can ignore other things.
No, totally. I agree
completely
with that. 100%.
Because it's like, you know, he's so focused on like, oh, this horrible thing that I did to Percy, and that's this huge thing throughout it, and that kind of allows him to kind of beat himself up in self-pity without actually addressing the more present flaws in his character.
No, I totally agree with that, yeah. Well said.
Take your seasickness pill before boarding the boat. Please help your small brother or sister to take his pill. Cleanliness is friendliness. All children must have taken showers before departing. No English children over 13 on the train. And there it
All right,
is.
now read it in German.
Oh, I don't. No, I don't think I will.
You know, my throat's a little sore.
Yeah.
I should save it.
It's jammed, so out we go. Like, take those seasickness pills. We're not dealing with a bunch of children throwing up.
Take your Dramamine.
Germany has sweets!
I promised I'd go with him.
And you are too old to go to Germany, are you not?
Please, no! He can't take care of himself.
Man, this guy is such an incredible element in the game.
Yeah,
Bloody
he's
Bobby.
great.
I told him I wanted to board even if I was 10 days too old, but we don't make the rules anymore, Mr. Hastings. I shouldn't have told him they got my birthday wrong. Don't even know why I did. Should have just kept quiet and got on the train.
That's a fucked up S.
Just,
and you'd think they'd be good at S's, right? Like, I mean,
well, that's the old timey. Like when you read like old timey manuscripts and it looks like the letter F. That's how they used to write S's.
Yeah.
Do you know vortex? Yes,
I guess not.
Bloody hell. There's been some sort of cave-in. So much for walking down the train tracks to the Britannia Bridge. What the fuck do I do now?
I don't know why you thought that would work. Yeah.
Oh, look,
She may be
it's a
stupid.
little lost lamb.
And yeah.
Where's Bo Peep? Eating her curdsy way, I bet. That's little Miss Muppet, you muppet. Can we pound him now? Yep. Get out of my head! Who will guard the Guardians?
Walk is the walk.
Do you think that's supposed to be a Who Watches the Watchmen reference?
The original phrase was in Latin, so like it's an alternate translation, I think.
I see.
We can pause time and heal.
Don't eat
The classic.
Don't eat it!
Call that the
What are you
way
talking about
instead
not
of
eating
the
BB? Are you saying don't eat me when I kill you? I'm not killing them, I'm just knocking them out with this gently patted stick.
Well, they're after the bee meat that Ollie's hoarding.
What have we come to?
Yeah, what have we come to, Arthur?
Now we see the violence inherent in the system.
You are the violence inherent in the system.
Yeah, but I couldn't see that before.
Yeah.
I can't see anything because it's dark and we used our torch.
I can't see shit.
Let's see.
Germany wants to see you, but they can't because it's dark.
Ooh, look at that flickering light. That long hallway.
That's game development right there. If you're ever lost, just follow the light. Tells you where to go.
And here we are. The station. I don't need that lead pipe. It's heavy.
Somebody's gonna get encumbered if they pick it up.
Somebody. It's a me.
Ooh, these sovereigns is heavy.
I play every piano I come across.
If the game doesn't let you play a piano, is it even a game?
It's kind of like...
If the game doesn't let you pet the dog, is it
I was
even a
about
game?
to say, it's like you better be able to pet those cats. Germany want to feed you.
Germany needs a new hat. Keep needing it.
All right.
Oh boy.
Ollie!
Bloody hell. That's Ollie. Ollie!
Come for me, have you?
Ollie! I'm Arthur!
You won't get me! You won't get me, you bastard!
Ollie! No! It's Arthur!
Bloody murdering wastrels!
You've gone mental!
I'll save you, Margaret!
I'm your old neighbour, Artie!
Always lying!
Little Artie!
Artie's gone! They took him away!
Ollie, no! They
You're
didn't!
lying! You're a wastrel!
Proper suit.
Ollie, it's Arthur!
Well, why didn't you see that before?
Ollie's got them expanded pockets.
Yes.
Oh my God, Artie.
Oh yeah,
Little
proper
Artie.
suit.
Yeah,
Right.
for fuck's sake.
Watch your mouth, laddie. What would your mum think? I thought they took you away.
Because it's a pre-rendered scene.
They had my birthday wrong.
What?
Sorry?
No, of course not. No, you've got it all wrong. That was Jack turned you in and I what tried to save you.
Right.
I remember now. You came back. From the station. The only one.
You don't think they hurt him? Percy?
The Germans aren't animals, you know. They just wanted to make sure
You know what's important when you're writing Ollie? Is remembering that he sounds like this to everybody else but him.
Yes.
That's right, Margaret. We have to run after water.
He's completely like sane in his own head.
Yeah.
Any idea where he might be after all these years?
It's hard to remember that because the last
I know I have to
point
get
of
out of
contact
Wellington
that
Wells.
most people will have
thought I
with
could
this
take the
game
train tracks
is
to the
Ollie's
bridge.
act, where he's
Yes.
completely sane if you're playing as
The only way
him.
to the Britannia Bridge is the train station and the parade. And good luck getting into the parade.
It's not that he's completely insane, it's just that,
stay here.
when Margaret is
Remember when
interacting
you
with
and
him,
Sally used
it
to stay with me?
doesn't seem as a...
But it's young Artie.
Seems
Meg,
stable.
You remember Artie, don't
Yes.
you?
Because you're hearing the other half of the
Room at the inn
conversation.
for young Artie?
And it's also that nobody in the game, in Ollie's act,
You're right.
responds to him
You're always right.
conversing with people who are not there.
Sorry. Margaret says...
Whereas when you're Arthur, it's very clear that that's
Oh.
that's what's happening here.
Sorry to bother.
But... Margaret thinks we could help each other.
Really? Brilliant.
There's a warehouse in the old German camp. We could burgle it.
The Victory Memorial Camp? Where all those Home Army chaps run around practicing stabbing people with bayonets? What do you want me to do there? Run around yelling, "Here I am, shoot me," while you go in under the wire?
There's a thing I need from their warehouse. If you help me, I'll get you out of Wellington Wells. I just need you to turn off the power in the camp.
And this isn't going to get me killed.
Don't be a great girl's blouse. I'll meet you at the bunker after dark. Don't worry about the sentries on the bridge. I'll make sure they get a good night's sleep. Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
Shall I just show myself out then? Ollie? I don't actually know the way out, you know?
Alright, let's steal all this stuff.
Alright.
Steal all this stuff. It would
That's
be a good
Margaret.
idea to like go to the
From school.
hatch, do your inventory
Margaret,
management, because
what's
there's
her
going to
name?
be a lot of stuff to steal in the camp
She
too.
was supposed to go on the train, but then she disappeared and no one would talk about it.
Oh, the way they have him forgetting her last name so that, like, it's
Yes.
there if you're
Oh,
really
yeah,
paying attention,
yeah.
if you're reading, but, you know, if you're not really reading.
Like, how many of us were reading on the first time
Oh,
through, you
oops.
know?
No, because there's like
There's
you're
so
doing
many
that mini
words.
game and you're so worried about like trying to figure out what the parameters are that you're not like taking in the information.
I was reading, and that's why I thought Ollie was gay.
Yeah, no, you're the only person who ever read it, and so you came to the completely wrong conclusion.
Yeah, I mean, that's
No, I
why
love that.
that's why we're all friends, because I actually read the lore.
Yes.
And then y'all
Hey,
went,
remember that
we need to
hole you fell
poach you
through?"
for our Discord group.
Yes. Well, no, what happened was I joined that one Discord server. We're not gonna say who
there,
it
there
is,
there was a
but-
Discord
yeah.
server that we were all in.
We were all in. I was in there for like maybe.
You say we were all in there. I was not in there.
Yes.
Ray was not in it. It was me and Ellie and Amy. Amy, we haven't talked to in a while, but that's
Yeah.
just because Amy has a life.
Yeah, we had another
Anyway.
friend who was in there.
Yes. And I had joined, and I went in there, and I said, like, somebody had said something about, like, oh, Arthur and Ollie are terrible. And I replied, Sally is just as bad as both of those guys. And many people were typing. And they were all typing to tell me that Sally's story is about feminism, and that I just didn't understand that somehow. And I was like, all right, well, I don't need to be here anymore. And, like, Amy was, like, lurking in there for a while, and I was like, look, the only person who has anything worth saying about this game is Ellie, so you need to get Ellie in here. Because I'm not going in there to talk to Ellie. There's no fucking point, right?
And then
now-
Ellie, whose name we did not know at the time, we called Cowfic because Ellie
Yeah.
had written a fan fiction where there's an illustration in the first chapter of a cow.
Yeah.
So
I think you guys called it like Operation when the like bring the cows home.
Yeah, when the cows come home.
And here we are, years later, playing.
Yeah,
We Happy Few again.
and that's how friendships are formed. And
Yeah.
if you don't know how to make friends on the internet,
you're not
the
bloody
best advice I
pick
can
what
give
you
you is to have
carry
good
easily.
opinions.
Yeah.
Have good take.
Read things.
Just be right, and
Yeah.
the people will find you.
Yeah. Alright, I think we need to drop some stuff off in the hatch. And then we need to go to the Victory Memorial Camp. Next week, I believe.
Which we shall save for next time.
Yes, we will save that for next week. We've been streaming for quite a while.
Professor Ray needs to go to bed.
Yes. And,
Dr. DJ.
yeah. You know, yeah, like, I introduced us as hosts last week, and we were full on our, like, academic game. And I introduced us as professors this week, and we were just, like, kind of dicking around.
That's why it's the Low Art Lyceum. Guys.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
it's not
You
just
get what you
it's
get.
not just the subject matter, it's the scholars.
Yeah. You know, we're
not above a lewd joke now and then. We're not above.
Yeah.
We're not above low-hanging fruit either.
Yeah. That's what the kids are calling it these days. Let's see. I think... Yes, my empty torch, I'm aware. I think... Well, I'm still a bit... I don't need this pointy stick. And you know, I really don't need the torn suit. Because the padded suit is perfectly acceptable in the Garden District. I really don't need 13 rocks.
A family can be
good
one man
idea
and
would be to
rocks.
keep the. You're gonna want to keep the regular suit because.
Oh, I don't have the regular suit yet. I just
No,
have the
I
torn
meant
up suit.
I meant the torn one. You're gonna want that because when you get to the Salamanca Bridge, they're gonna make you throw it away.
Ooh,
And if you're wearing
are
your padded
so
suit,
right.
they're gonna make you throw that away.
I don't want to lose my padded suit.
Yeah. I mean, you can make another one, but like you can make another torn suit and it's cheaper. So.
Oh, he hungry. Let's get him in.
Yeah,
Let's get
get
Arthur.
this man some dinner.
There we go. And we'll give you some... Ooh, I gotta fill up those canteens.
Yeah, you got no water.
Give him a war. Oh no, he's give him the
Give him some stew. Stew fills your thirst.
Yeah.
I can also...
What are you saving that stew
So
for?
much to choose from.
A rainy day.
I'll be off now.
Alright. We're gonna get him
Hi.
some good night's little sleep here. Not for 22 hours.
Now I lay me down to sleep.
Alright.
Now he's ready for a day at the memorial camp.
Yeah, let's
I thought you were gonna say a day at the museum, and I was like, that's what I just
Oh, yay! Go see some trains. Something that will not be traumatic for Arthur at all.
He'll be fine.
He'll be fine.
He can handle it.
He's a big boy.
He's tough. Yeah, he's tough.
Alright, Arthur. I believe that's where we are gonna call it for... Oh, let's save our game first.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
did
was
you,
gonna say, yeah.
don't think. Yeah.
Oh, you didn't manually save it all.
No,
You
I've just been auto-saving it.
auto-saved.
Yeah. Going a little
Raw dogging it out here.
Ooh,
Happy
Danger
is the
zone is
country with no
queuing up. I
past.
can hear it.
We shan't play it.
All right.
Yeah, I guess not.
Oh, but this has been fun. I
Absolutely.
think a much more laid-back week. We're all a little brain-fried, but made it work. It's still been fun.
If you made it this far, thank you.
Yes. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be streaming again next week. Was it Thursday next week?
It is Thursday next week and then
next
Friday the week after.
Yes, we have doing a little back and forth because we're shuffling around as works with our schedules and our big adult lives. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. We'll be carrying on with the Victory Memorial Camp next week. I'm expecting we're probably for a bit gonna have some of this back and forth of like a big plot point and then doing a bunch of little quests and exploration and kind of back and forth.
That's kind of how the
like
game
that.
is structured.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
yeah, especially in Arthur's act because Arthur has so many side quests, whereas Sally has a few but significantly less, and Ollie likewise it's even less, and that's very streamlined with the DLC. But
Yeah, so tune in Thursdays for plot stuff and Fridays for bullshitting around in the Garden District.
Yeah. So we'll be back on some more plot stuff next week. But thank you all for tuning in, or if you're watching the recording, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.